Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, hopefully one of your favorite official content creators for this game. And today we are going to be doing something a little bit special on stream. You will notice that there is no stream chat today because I'm actually going to film a walkthrough live on stream of Void Erosion Purge stage 1 to 29. Why are we doing this? Because it is important and a lot of people have been asking. So, Descendant live Void Erosion. Okay, there we go. Now I will timestamp a lot of this stuff. Timestamps. Okay, so as I begin my runs, I will actually list important timestamps as we go. So that you guys can follow along and everything will be in accordance that way. What I want to do is I want to start by actually going through the build, which I will do so in a little while after I tweet, tell everybody they were live and all that stuff. Then after that, later on, I will actually go through every single stage, timestamp every single stage. The reason why I'm doing it on a stream is because I didn't want to do it in a video. It'll just end up being like an hours long video like it was last time, so I really don't want to do that. Okay. Okay, goal set as I always do, and let us begin. Get. All right. No. Once you reach max XP with a gun, that's it. The thing is that all your guns in different slots receive, like the ones that are not held in your hand just receive a different portion of XP. That's all. So nobody ever tested this because I'll tell you right now that honestly, if you want to level something, just hold the gun in your hands while killing with like skills. That's how it works. It's not that overflow XP will carry over or anything like that. Those kinds of things are rumors and nobody has been able to prove that. If anyone can actually prove it, well, I want to see it in a video. Hello, Dark Death. Okay. Alright. Discord has been informed. Tweeting now. No, you actually don't. You can, as long as you've got the rest of my build, just don't use the Secret Garden as a stat stick. I can prove it to you another time, but yeah. I will discuss anything related to PAX or Season 3 in the evening stream, guys, if you don't mind. If you want to discuss that, please come back on the evening stream because today I've got to do a walkthrough for people. Okay, everything is set. All right, we're good to go. But I think Christian Ike, you might be somebody that's new to my channel because I think you've missed all the streams where I've literally leveled up weapons with Freyna. So you might need to either go back to the old streams where I've literally shown how I level up stuff, or you have to wait till I'm free and then I can actually show it to you because you don't need the Secret Garden as a stat stick at all to level up weapons if you have my Freyna build and you can use it correctly, of course. So do take note of that. Hey, Lewis. If it's really necessary, I will tell you what, if more people actually need the information, I will actually put out a video on it, Christian. So if you can gather up some people that like really don't know, get them to like comment or something, I will happily do a separate video for you guys and show you guys exactly how to level up weapons or Descendants or whatever with Freyna, not using a stat stick or anything like that, because it's actually really simple. I'm surprised people don't know about this. But again, maybe a lot of people are new to my channel. They didn't know about this, or they're just new to the game, or maybe they didn't catch the older streams. I don't know. Lots of reasons could happen. Anyway, all right. First and foremost, before we actually do this, we're actually going to go through the build. So I'm going to timestamp that right now. So the timestamp should be about 0005. 05. Okay. Okay, build summary and explanation. Right. Okay, so what we're going to do today live on stream is actually show people how to clear Void Erosion stage 1 to 29. All right. I'm going to show you guys how to do it with just one INES build. This is my INES build, you know, everything that you need to know. Okay. Okay. Typing to some people in chat because, you know, they choose not to read, right? Okay, so first and foremost, when it comes to this build, what you need to understand is that you are going to need a Tingling Mechanics reactor. This is an electric tech reactor, pretty standard for INES. Tech skill, power boost, skill critical hit damage is generally considered the best for this. You can also go cooldown. Skill critical hit damage is really up to you. But I find that I don't need the additional cooldowns with INES, and I would rather have more damage for the Void Erosion Purge anyway. So this is what, you know, works. All right. For your external components, you should have a 2-set Plague, 2-set Hunter Sensor. And all these stats that are on this thing, all right, you should already know from my build video. If you have not watched the build video, then don't worry, because that'll be covered separately, and we will have that run through, all right? But this is what you need. 2-set Plague, so you get extra tech power boost. Hey, Ruby. And 2-set Hunter for skill cooldown. There you go. Now, your stat stick is Secret Garden. All right, you can take a screenshot of the weapon options and rolls if you want to, but you're not really using it for damage, so it's not really as important. Now, for the build for it, I'm still using the old Defiler build because, again, it's not important to have an actual build on this. You are non-reliant on this weapon, okay? Take note of that. Now, for your Inversion Reinforcer, we will change this for each stage, but in general, we are going to use Adrenaline Rush to get through this a lot faster. However, one thing you can also do, in fact, actually, I should probably show you guys this. Just take Risk Mitigation Protocol. It will give you 5% damage reduction in the Void Erosion Purge, which can help you survive. You want Selective Neurostimulation because this one will give you MP. Pretty makes sense, right? Then you will just change your focus attribute based on the enemy. I'll actually show you how to do this every single run, because this was considered a problem the last time when people did not actually know how to change their Inversion Reinforcer, which, again, makes no sense, but, you know, people are people, so may as well show them everything, right? Hello, Star. Hello, King Patches. Welcome to the show. We're filming something live for people first. Okay, then there is INES's build. You guys should have recognized this build already because the exact same build that I've been using every single time with Void Erosion Purge. This build was previously considered ineffective and only went up to stage 24 when they first nerfed INES, but they have actually reduced enemy skill resistances in Void Erosion Purge to the point that the same build works. And will actually take you up to stage 30, but stage 30 is inefficient with INES. You'd still be faster with my Serena build, so it's actually way better if you just throw this on for stage 1 to 29. That's why there's going to be a full walkthrough session today where I'm going to show you stage 1 to 29. And to anyone in the chat who says, I just got here, bros, I wrote what I'm doing in the stream title. If you do not read, that is your problem. You should already be smart enough to read the stream titles and descriptions when coming to a person's stream. This makes sense, right? Baron, you've been around me long enough that you should know that. So if you guys ever have to ask me, what are you doing on stream today? I'll ask you, can you even read? Because, you know, words have meanings, guys. Words mean something. If you read words, they tell you things. They give you understanding. I swear, my chat. You guys. Anyone that doesn't know how to read, I will show you the door straight away, even use star. Okay? Do you see the lack of your membership symbol there? I'll show you the door straight away. All right, anyway, we're going to timestamp every single run and level that we do. But anyway, just take note, this is her build. Literally the same thing. Okay. And this will be your RK tuning. You should already know this because this is from the same video. Ta-da! Okay, but anyway, I'll go through it. Go down the right-hand side because skill power is a thing, obviously. You'll need cooldown as well, which is pretty important. However, there's a reason why we spent an extra point. Okay, as you can see, we've consumed an extra point to go up. And then instead of just taking 2 points here, and that is because the slight minor increase to max MP actually helps INES because she gains a teeny tiny bit of skill critical extra from this. However, if for some god awful reason you decide, I really want that 1 extra point for something else, you like more skill power or something, you can absolutely take this instead. I'll show you. You can do something like this. All right. And then you can use the 1 extra skill point down here and just get like 26 extra skill power if you want. You know, so that is what it is. All right. So that is how you can structure this, but I mean, it's really up to you. I chose to go the opposite way. So yeah, that should work. There you go. Okay. So this is what I've got. Adjusted your way. Have fun your way. And listen, Baron, there are no excuses. Ask a question, and I will eliminate you from all life. Remember that. Asking questions is illegal, guys. I will personally destroy all your families for doing this. Okay, I'm just joking, but anyway. Or am I? But anyway, we will now start with stage 1. Okay, so like I said, before doing this, you check stage 1. Go all the way here. Now, I don't think anyone needs help on stage 1, but if you do, well, at least this will show you. Look at the... Excuse me. Look at the screen down the bottom. I'm going to remove my cam for a second. Now, we are not going to do, like, I'm going to go through this process every single time, but I'm not going to do this particular thing every single time. Look at the stage that we got. In fact, I should probably timestamp it here so that everybody can get the explanation. Okay. Okay. So here's how it's going to work. Stage 1, you'll see Legion of Darkness right here. Very weak to ice, strong against fire, normal against electric, normal against toxic. So what do? Like I mentioned before, your inversion reinforcer will change each round. So what you're going to do is, enemies weak to ice, you put on chill focus rounds. This will assist you a little bit in getting the right kind of damage on your enemies. However, ideally, you should be changing the weapon element as well. But again, this is really not necessary. We are only going to use Secret Garden as a stat stick for most of these runs. However, I just wanted to show you this process at least once so that you guys know what to do. Okay, so now that you guys understand that, let's go into stage 1. And I'll turn my cam back on. Ali Mac, if you want to discuss the upcoming updates or things like that, please return on the night show because right now we're filming something live. So while I will be interacting and talking with chat, I will not be discussing anything about upcoming updates, stuff like that until the night show. So return on the night show if you want to discuss any of that or you want to talk about it, because right now we are focusing on this, which I promised people I would do, and I may as well do it now. Okay, here we go. So stage 1. Let's walk through it. Now, INES can no longer shoot through walls, but it is unnecessary to shoot through walls because basically her damage is enough of a ripper that you will just get through it. Alright, learn to use skill 1 and skill 2. The mantra that you are going to repeat in your head is skill 1, skill 2, that's it. Skill 1, skill 2, that's it. Okay, jump a little bit if it helps you, but that's basically all you're gonna do. Alright, you're gonna shoot your lightning balls, and you're gonna use skill 2 to detonate the enemies after they've been tagged. Detonate, like that, move on. Okay, skill 1 to tag them all, skill 2 to detonate. Okay, 2 seconds, detonate. There you go. Remember, your skill 2 can go through walls. Skill 1 cannot, but skill 2 can. Tag the enemies, detonate. Okay? You guys understand? Tag the enemies, detonate. You don't even need to use your skills 3 and 4 in the early stages because it's that easy. Hey, Sir Tommy. Skill 1 to tag, skill 2 to detonate. Okay, get used to this process because you're going to be applying it very often. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. See, you can in fact hit enemies so hard that you can attach them to walls with magnetism. Okay. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Repeat. Repeat in your mind. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Okay? Yes, indeed. It is a TFD Monday. People asked about Void Erosion Purge. They wanted a walkthrough of every single stage. You know, they wanted to be shown what to do, so I am doing it. Now, what did I say to repeat? Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Drill this into your mind until you do it naturally. When the boss spawns, same thing. These are early stages. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. You do not need any other process. The boss will die. Okay, and that's stage 1 completed. Okay, grand. Now we're gonna go do stage 2. So, you have that done. Now we do stage 2. Okay, so I will do a quick walkthrough of the process that we just did, but I'm not going to remove my cam this time. Okay, here we go. Void Erosion Purge. Do you now see stage 2? We go to stage 2. When you click on it, it'll tell you Legion down the bottom, Legion of Immortality, very weak to toxic, blah, 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 blah. So you remember what we did last time. Now, like I said, I'll go through this process each time. So toxic focus rounds, get used to just shifting around so that you do this for the later stages, and of course change your weapon element if you find it's necessary. Okay, now I'm going to timestamp it and then we're going to go in. Okie dokie day. So right now the timestamp is 001630, stage 2, walk through, save. High-Res Society, if you want to discuss that, come back on the evening stream. All right, all discussions about that will be for the evening stream. Right now I'm filming something for the people live. Alright, so I'll not be doing any discussions on that right now. You can tell me all about it on the evening stream. Okay, let's begin stage 2, yeah? Same process. Tag the enemies and detonate. In fact, some of them are so weak you don't even need to detonate.
Don't you dare run away.
Tag the enemies, detonate.
This is awesome.
What's the mantra? Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. But look at how weak the enemies are that it doesn't even matter. Welcome to the Cool Bots, Lewis. You're taking your first steps in, yeah?
There's no getting away.
There we go. Like some of these enemies are so weak that you don't even need skill 2 to detonate. But try to get into the habit of skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate, because by around stage 5 the enemies will be tough enough that you will need skill 2 generally consistently to detonate. Okay, so skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. And if they've got arcade shields, they might actually require the detonation. So skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Simple, right? Mugoth, yes and no. It's way better to have the Transcendent module. And I'll tell you why. A lot of people believe in the non-Transcendent module version, but I'll just tell you the Transcendent module version is more convenient because you get 3 charges of skill 1.
Begin tracking.
And that is actually where the majority of your damage comes in.
Oh, damn it.
Have I tested that? Yep. And have you tested it for yourself, Mugoth? That's what I will ask you. Have you tested both my build and that other style and compared? Because I can tell you right now that this is functionally better. The choice is yours at the end of the day. I will not deny your choices, but This build is simply better because you can also trigger pest control more often, and you basically have 100% uptime on pest control, which greatly ups your damage. So while skill 3 is relied upon by some people, it is essentially unnecessary. Again, it is your choice at the end of the day. I am not here to force any choices upon you. But yeah. You can also use skill 3 to nuke bosses, FYI, if anyone wants to know. Which can be pretty hilarious in the early stages, but most of the time the enemies will die. In the later stages, you won't actually see me do this because it is unnecessary. For the most part. You can still do it under certain circumstances, but you actually have to know the boss pattern. Okay, that's stage 2 clear. Inconsistency is your answer, Mugoth, and that is why I will tell you, you play this build, you'll see it's very consistent. You don't have to worry about any inconsistency. Okay, so next stage, we're gonna do it again. Here we go, stage 3 walkthrough. Okay, you guys should already know what to do. Like I said, you just try my build, and then you try that build, and then you will see why everyone just uses mine, because mine is superior in every way. Legion of Darkness, so you know what to do, right? Legion of Darkness. Okay, inversion reinforcers, set this to chill. Yeah? Okay, good. Stage 3. High-Rise Society, I'm doing this to help people. What do you mean test my build? My build is perfected already. I'm doing this because people want to see how it's done. They want to see with their eyeballs how it's done. So I'm showing it. Yes, you do have to charge, but the third skill has always been a charge-based skills. I mean, if the person coming up with the build didn't explain that to you guys, then, well, that is also a reason why everyone just uses what I use. But like I said, use this, there's no such thing as inconsistency. Doesn't happen. See for yourself. Like I said, see for yourself with your own 2 eyes, because people have questioned me about this dozens and dozens of times, because a lot of people like to fall for nonsense. But I don't ever choose to show people nonsense. I choose to show people only sense. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Alright. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Robot builds are designed with only one thing in mind, replication. Anybody that uses a robot build can do what a robot can do. Simple. That's why I don't waste my time showing y'all technical bullshit. It's kind of like in Monster Hunter Wilds when people like show, oh my god, I've got a 4-second run on Arc Tempered Radar, and then there's me struggling with 12 minutes, you know? There will always be people with asymmetry of information and more knowledge. I don't believe in that. That's why when I test things, I test it so that everybody can do the same thing. That's not called stealing, that's called copying. Stealing is very different, Base Vegeta. I don't like to use that word because when you say you're stealing a build, it means you are claiming that build as your own and you are posting content about it, usually for monetary gain. So try not to call it stealing, just say copying. I have to be very, very clear on that information because if you say the word steal, then you are implying something very negative, and for yourself is also no good. Even if you're not a content creator, you just don't want to use those words. Why give people a negative impression of yourself, right? Copying a build is okay. Copying a build, and of course giving credit, is the right way. That's what I do in a lot of my stuff. Oh no, it's no problem at all. A little bit of education on terminology, because trust me, in this industry, when somebody says steal, you better start panicking, and people have stolen my content and my builds multiple times, unfortunately. And they have claimed it as their own. They put it up as their own. But it is what it is. So here, you'll notice I don't even bother using a third skill, because why bother? The enemy's gonna die anyway, right? So there you go. That's stage 3 right there. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Yeah? Okay. Now we're gonna carry on. We're gonna Tim Curry on. Exactly as Sir Tommy says. If I can do it, you can do it. That's our policy here. Okay, next stage walkthrough is at 25 minutes. Stage 4 walkthrough. Okay, now it's time for the stage 4 walkthrough. So once again, check Void Erosion Purge first. Stage 4, Order of Truth. Order of Truth, so you know that the inversion reinforcers should be electric. So we're going to put on electric. Alright, again, this is unnecessary because we don't shoot the gun, but for your sake and for the sake of what you want to do in future, get used to changing elements and adjusting elements. Well, that's completely okay, Base Vegeta, but one thing you should keep in mind is that if you ever want to start making content, never mention it on somebody else's content, never mention it on somebody else's stream. Because all it's going to take is one person looking at your message and thinking that you're here to self-promote, self-advertise, and that reputation will follow you forever. Then everybody's going to remember, hey, this is Base Vegeta, he was at RealAsianRobot show. You might think that, oh, there's only 60 people here, you know, nobody will remember that, but people do. You never know who watches on the internet and when people watch something. I've got people watching videos from 3 years ago, and somebody does something stupid on that video, they get marked for life, they get remembered for life, and there you go. No matter what, small-time streamers and small-time content creators will always argue it doesn't really matter, it's not that important. I'm gonna tell you, reputation's everything. That's why you will never see me at somebody else's show. You'll never see me walking up to somewhere else. I mean, just look at that absolutely, you know, evil person that came to my show once. I'm not even gonna name them to give them attention, but they'll probably out themselves on my show eventually. But they're a content creator. They came to my show to troll on their main account and their actual account, and they got banned for it and were outed as one of the world's worst human beings, probably a absolute racist too. All right. Who knows, somebody else in chat might put up their name if they remember. I'm not going to do it myself because they don't deserve my attention, but yeah, you just don't want that to follow you. So never talk about content or things like that on another person's stream or content, because if you do, then yeah, you can achieve a very negative reputation before you even start, which is pretty worrying. Now, as you guys can see already, do you see me just casting skill 1 and skill 2? That's literally it. The first 5 stages is literally that. Doesn't matter the distance. You tag the enemy with skill 1 and you tag with skill 2. That's it. That's it.
This is awesome.
There you go. Skill 1, skill 2. That's it. Doing good, Shreya. Just teaching people live. So I'm actually filming something live right now. So there's a bit less interaction while I coach, but yeah. When an enemy is tagged, you can just use your skill 2 like that. See? Very simple. So I'm playing very slowly, well, slower than I normally would, so you guys can see the picture, but it's just that simple. You literally do not even have to... Ooh, off the map. Whoops. You do not even have to rely on your skill 4 at all. Bang. That's simple. You can use your skill 4 if you want to, but because enemies are spread out, it's better to just skill 1, skill 2 tag. And you see them just dying at a distance anyway. Look at that. Use your radar to find out where they are, and off you go. Now, there used to be an efficient way to do this, but I would say don't even worry about it. You can literally ignore it because you're not aiming to farm this stage. If you're gonna farm anything, you're probably gonna farm one of the later stages anyway. So, yep. When enemies are closely clumped up in a relatively small area, use your skill 4. You will start to use this a lot more in the later stages, so get used to it, but you don't have to use it a lot right now. Mostly just skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. And the boss is going to spawn, so we're going to put the skill 4 there. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Now this boss is tougher, and if you see him in later iterations of the stages, he actually takes a while to kill. So this is where you want to get used to. After your skill 2, you charge up your skill 3, and then bada bing bada boom. And later on, you'll need to know their pattern though, so you don't accidentally walk into their skills and die. But that's basically stage 5 completed. Yeah, still stage 4 completed. There you go. Sorry, Maurice. If you want to discuss that, please wait till the evening stream. Right now, I'm coaching, if you don't mind. So, yeah. Okay, so that was stage 4 cleared. All right. And anyone that wants to discuss the updates, you know, season 3, whatever, please wait till the evening stream so that we can have a full, proper discussion on it. Now, stage 5 walkthrough. Okay. Now we go to stage 5. Stage 5 is Legion of Immortality. Okay, so you know what to do. Legion of Immortality, you select Toxic. Alright, back into stage 5. Here we go. And all of these runs are timestamped so everybody can see every single stage's walkthrough. Oh yeah, no need to apologize, Maurice. We're just saving the discussion for evening. I know many of y'all have seen it, and I'm sure, and I want to discuss with you as well. Not that I watched the live stream. I'll let you guys tell me about it later. But I am coaching right now, so I want to focus on that. Do your best, Shui. Get good results always. Okay. Let's go on.
Don't you dare run away.
Skill 1 tag, enemies tag, detonate with skill 2. Alright. Rinse and repeat. Now the reason why some people will get cooldown on their reactor instead of tech skill power boost is so that they can use their second skill way more often. It will shave off a little bit of cooldown time, which is actually pretty helpful. But the choice is really yours whether you want to do that or not. The difference is minimal, but it will help you use it just a smidge more often. Oops, sorry. Sometimes the enemy gets left behind if you move too quickly. But skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Yeah. Again, even in the air you can cast. Skill 1 tag, skill 2 detonate. Get used to it. Skill 1 tag. I usually like to fire skill 1 twice, tagging before detonating. Alright. Well, for stage 30, you're supposed to use my Serena build. It's money. Everyone knows that. It's faster. You can still do stage 30 with an S. If I have time, I'll show it to you, but it's not efficient. I'll tell you that much. It's way more efficient to use... you can do it, but it's very, very inefficient. So it's way better to use my Serena build.
This is awesome, huh?
Okay. Skill 1 tag. Remember, I used to cast twice and then detonate. Okay? Cast once, cast 2, detonate. See? Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Get used to that pattern. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Alright? Just keep repeating these little mantras. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. If you run out of MP, pick some up. Alright? Try not to skip too many of the drops because some people can really run out of MP if you get unlucky enough. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Cast 1, cast 2, clear. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Cast 1, cast 2, no detonation available. Cast 3, detonate. Sometimes your RK shielding, especially in the later stages, will take a bit more to get through. Remember that? And adjust accordingly. Cast 1, cast 2, no detonation yet. Cast 3, cast 4, detonate. Enemy boss spawned. Spawn your thunder spike, snare trap, whatever. Okay. Enemy shield roasted and toasted. Skill 3. Oh well, enemy's dead anyway. There you go. And that's stage 5 done. As you can see, very minimal effort needed. Just try not to run out of MP. Pick up drops from time to time, and you should be good to go. All right. Good job, Sir Tomalicious. Well done. I'm proud of you. Make even more money so you can donate even harder to me, okay? I'm counting on you, brother. Okay, stay 34 minutes and 30 seconds is this stage 6 walkthrough. Let's tag that. Okay, now we carry on. So, once again, Void Erosion Purge, stage 6, Legion of Darkness, you know what to do, right? Inversion Reinforcer, Legion of Darkness is chill. Make a joke of it if you like, Mugoth, but this is the proper way to teach people. This is how you help people really enjoy stuff. All right, carry on. Okay, so now we're on stage 6. Okay, cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Alright, get used to repeating this. You see the enemies are a bit tougher now? Alright. But cast 1 and 2, detonate. That's still the simplest way. Get used to it, start blasting. Simple, alright? Okay, we're gonna repeat this process and continue to repeat it. I'll teach you some more advanced techniques as we... Okay, well that didn't even get... Okay, I did detonate there. For a second it didn't come up, I think maybe because it came up only at the end, so it looked like it was one smooth cast, but there you go. INES is the quickest up to stage 29, yeah. It's just very simple, because you just need one build, one character, and you're done. Sir Tommy is a man of determination, focus, and sheer will. And you know what? I truly respect that about you, my friend. You are a champion. A true champion. This guy, you know, supports me all the time, still manages to play video games, works full time, and goes to the gym, plus did his masters while working full time. Now, how you gonna, you know, beat a high spec man like that, alright? Ladies, okay, get yourself a guy like Sir Tommy, alright? He's glorious. Okay, there you go. Skill 1, skill 2, detonate. His hustle doesn't stop, you see? You gotta respect that. 2 casts, detonate. Okay, so repeat. 1, 2, detonate. 1, 2, no detonation. Wait for 3. No 3 because everybody died. Move on. 1, 2, detonate. 1, 2, no detonation. 3, detonate. You see? You just keep repeating that. You'll be. Oh, boss already spawned. Okay, great.
Let's end this.
Throw my snare trap. Detonate.
Give up.
It's okay, Star. You're a heretic, and we just don't care what you want anyway. You can try it for yourself, Urban Tracker, but I don't think so. Okay, there you go. INES is, to me, still the easiest and the fastest, but you can try it for yourself if you want to. I would, I mean, forgive me for saying, but I would prefer not to waste my time on that because that sounds like a massive waste of time. Just saying. Okay. That is stage 6 completed. And now we are going to have the walkthrough for stage 7. Okay. There we go. Stage 7 walkthrough. Let's get it done. Okay, Legion of Immortality. That's what we're gonna look at. So since it's Legion of Immortality, you guys know what to do, right? Toxic. And there we go. Urban Tracker, I literally already answered your question. I would suggest you pay attention to the stream. I mean, you ask a question, I respond, then you ask the question again. Not very cool. Chat, I responded to him, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I literally answered him by name as well. Feel free to tell me if I didn't. So if you're not going to listen to your streamer, why be at a stream, right? Okay, stage 7. We're going to apply the same process. There we go. There we go. Yeah. 1 cast. 2 cast. Detonate. 1 cast. 1 cast. 2 cast. Detonate. My time management skills are nowhere near yours, Sir Tommy. Not no way, not no how. I'm lazy and useless. I work hard, but I'm inefficient. That's why I strive to be more efficient. Thanks, Star. This is why I count on you. Such a good girl. Alright. 1 cast. 2 cast. Detonate. 1 cast. 2 cast. No detonate. 1 cast. 2 cast. Detonate. 1 cast. 2 cast. Detonate. Cast again. There we go. Move on. Like a machine. 1 cast. 2 cast. Detonate. 1 cast. 2 cast. 3 cast. Detonate. 1 cast. 2 cast. Detonate. Pick up MP.
This is going to sting a little.
Okay, let's go. 1 cast. 2 cast. Detonate. 1 cast. 1 cast. 2 cast. Detonate. Oop, enemies up there. I don't know why the minimap showed me a different direction. I got confused. Okay, 1 cast. 2 cast. 1 cast. 2 cast. Detonate. Yeah? Easy enough. 2. Detonate.
Bastards. Don't you dare run away. This is
1 cast. 2 cast.
Begin tracking. Keep trying. Boom.
And you're already at the boss. So, what do? Cast your snare trap. There you go. The boss will shift position. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay. He's still within the snare trap, which is good. Detonate. Cast your first skill. No need to even cast your third skill. There you go. Energy activators use the same methodology as the crystallization catalyst, and you only need them once per descendant and weapon, so that's why once you've farmed a bunch, you never need them ever again. It tends to be a waste. So there you go. Simple and easy. Okay. Bing. So that was stage 7 done. Now, again, stage 8 walkthrough. Okay, now we're going to do stage 8. So, stage 8, Order of Truth. You know what to do. Order of Truth, we go for electric rounds. So we take that off, electric rounds. Yeah. Stage 8, begin private operation. Let's go. If it ain't my mystical dove. How you doing, girl? How are you today, pretty lady? Now, we're gonna carry on. Show them how it's done. Yes, I am doing it to serve the people. The Son of the Lord did not come to be served, but to serve, right? Okay. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Although that was more than 2 casts, but you get what I mean. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate.
Eliminating.
Community service indeed. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate.
Going to sting a little.
Cast 1, cast 2, no need for detonation. Move on. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Now around this stage, right, you can start using your snare traps. So I'm going to start showing you how to use your snare traps. You don't have to limit yourself anymore because, well, enemies are going to spawn in multiple areas. So when you see enemies spawning in the distance, you can cast a snare trap over there. As they spawn, they will take additional damage. So this can be a faster way of getting through stuff. Try and stay in the air if you're worried about enemies hitting you. See enemies at a distance, snare trap. You want your snare trap higher in the air. All right, you want it hovering above the ground. You do not want it on the ground. Okay, so remember that. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Repeat the same principle,
Let's end this.
but clear it like that. Simple and easy.
Boom. Give up. Don't you dare run away. Give up. Take this. This is awesome, huh? This is going to sting a little.
Okay. Enemy spawns. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Same principle, yeah? Now, split cell Demigore, as far as I know, you see they've got that immunity thing. So this is the only time you're ever going to need to use your gun to break their immunity. And there you go. Because you have to shoot the ones that have the halo around their head. And there you go. That's it. Bada bing, bada boom. You're done. Okay, so now you're going to move to the next one. Hello, Brandon. Okay, stage 8 is completed. Brandon, if you want to discuss it, please come to the evening stream. Okay? Because right now I'm coaching right now. So if you don't mind, any discussions about that, we save it for the evening stream. Thank you. Okay, moving on to stage 9 right now. So as you can see, most stages very simple to clear. There's no difficult techniques. It's literally applying the same technique throughout it. INES can't go through walls, does not even matter anymore. Okay, so same process, stage 9, Legion of Darkness, and we will automatically shift to chill. Okay, then we go Legion of Darkness, here's stage 9, private operation. Let's go and have some fun. Okay, same thing. One, two, detonate. One, two,
Damn.
detonate.
Maybe I got a bit cocky.
Glad you're enjoying my stream, Lewis. And Mystic.
Damn it. No.
One, two, detonate. Same principles, no need to sweat it.
Give up.
At this stage, you still do not need the snare trap. You will be using it at later stages, but the enemies are still dying fairly well with a simple 1-2 detonate. Alright? But usually past stage 10, that's when it starts to ramp up. That's where you'll start to see more need for enemies to be killed via the snare trap. But again, we don't need to worry about that, at least up until stage 10. It's pretty much unnecessary. It's a bit overkill.
There's no getting away.
So you can just literally get by doing this. 1 cast, 2 cast, enemies tag, detonate. If you need additional cast, do so. Don't forget to pick up your MP. 1 cast, 2 cast, detonate. 1 cast, 2 cast, move. 1 cast, 2 cast, detonate. 1 cast, 2 cast, detonate.
Eliminating. This is going to sting a little. This is
Cast, 2 cast, detonate. Simple and easy.
Don't you dare run away.
Sure, Baron, if that's how you remember it.
This is going to hurt.
And the boss has spawned. So, cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Cast 1, cast 1, and there you go. Enemies may start to hurt at this point, but that's okay. If they start to hurt, please pick up health drops along the way. And be smart about moving around the bosses. You can choose clockwise or counterclockwise, but either way, your goal is to cast your first skill, second skill, and that's about it. There you go. Alright. And that's stage 9 done. Now I'm going to take a short bathroom break. And I will be back and we will do the next one. Yeah? Mystic, I did not watch the PAX live stream. You guys can tell me about it tonight, but if you want to discuss about it, that'll be on tonight's show. You can tell me all about it then. Okay, let me timestamp it. 53, 50. 10 walkthrough. Okay, stage 10 walkthrough. Hello, Dustin. Just doing a bit of community service. All right. Legion Immortality. So, Toxic. You guys know what to do. Void Erosion Purge. Stage 10. Let's begin. Alright. Every single one of these will be timestamped. We're going through every single one of them today, so no problemo. No, I never do. I let chat tell me about it. So I will discuss it tonight. And then we can see what chat decides to tell us. But yeah, I never watch those, ever. Not my thing. Plus, I got more important things to do in a day, so I usually ignore those. Because, again, I don't care about hype. I want to see real results only. You know my style. Okay, let's carry on. You guys know what to do, right? Cast 1. Cast 2. Detonate. Cast 1. Cast 2. Detonate. Now, if the arcade shields aren't breaking, what do? Panic? No. Just cast more of yours. Kill one. That's it. It'll break. At this stage, you don't even have to worry about it. If you want, you can bring Voltia or Veil Analyzer, but I'm going to show you how to deal with all this without doing any of that.
This is going to sting a little.
Well, you can tell me all about it tonight then, Austin. We will count on you for the information. Cast 1. Cast 2. Detonate. Okay? Now, I'm going to start teaching you the snare trap style, which is a faster way of doing this, so we're going to do that from this stage onwards. First, open up by casting the snare trap toward the ground, but try to get it to hit a target. Alright? So open by casting a snare trap or toward an open space where it can openly target everybody. Alright? And then you begin your cast 1, cast 2. Why is this the case? The snare trap helps you introduce additional damage, which will allow you to kill your targets better. See? Like that. This is the snare trap style that you guys are going to follow during the later stages of gameplay. This is especially important past stage 20. They are indeed. Cast 1. Alright. Detonate. Now you're going to start using the snare trap, alright? Again, you don't have to use it this early in the game, because you also have to manage your cooldowns. If you don't have it, then you're kind of up the creek without a paddle, right? You got to manage your cooldowns for them so that you don't run out. But here in these early stages, because the fights are so short, you will often run out of cooldowns in between, so you don't have to use them that often. Alright? So just do take note. You can start getting used to it like that, but it's your choice. Alright? I'll tend to use them like sorta semi-sparingly. Like I might cast one on, one off. You know? Something like that. One on. Like I said, Austin, if you don't mind, please save it for later tonight. Let's discuss it later tonight, guys. Fair rules apply across the board, so let's respect that. I want to discuss it as much as you, and I'd love to hear it as much as you, but I'd like to give it my full attention. So if you guys don't mind, tonight. Thank you. There we go. Okay, clear. So that's stage 10 done. Okay, so now we've gone to stage 10. Again, you're going to start using the snare trap. That's okay, Austin, but you should know better, right? Now we're going to start stage 11, and we're going to go on from there. Now, when we're going on from stage 11, start to learn to use the snare trap. You don't have to use it every single time, but we're going to start applying the same principles that I just showed you, and we'll move it up from there. So, carry on. 5825, stage 11 walkthrough. Okay. All right, let's do this. So, stage 11, and we're on this page finally. Legion of Darkness. Chill. Okay. Let's begin. Stage 11. Private. Let's go. Again, you don't have to do this because, you know, and I'll mention every single time, you don't really use your gun, but get into the habit of it in case you do need your gun as a backup. It's good to have at least that mentality of it. And of course, get used to changing the elements on your gun. Because some content, you never know what content will be coming in future that may require, you know, similar knowledge. Yes, I look forward to hearing about it all on the evening stream. I want to know everything. Okay. Now, first step, you cannot cast your snare trap, right? So stage 1, stage 2. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Alright, cast 1, cast 2. Sometimes even cast 3, detonate. Alright. Pick up MP as needed. Now you can cast your snare trap. So, snare trap, and then detonate. Alright. Move on. We're gonna do it on alternates now so that we can manage our cooldowns better. Or sometimes you don't even need to do it on alternates because they die so easily. Okay.
There's no getting away.
You can make a smart decision if you want. Well then, you can tell me about it tomorrow morning. I will hear your personal version tomorrow morning when I'm playing Last Epoch of Monster Hunter. Okay, if you start getting shot and die, don't worry. Okay? In the past, you had to worry about it, but you've got 12 minutes. So even if you die a couple of times, nothing bad will happen. The only ones you really need to be aware of are the minigun wielding Vulgus, the Storm Wardens, because they've got 100% accuracy. The rest can have their attacks mostly evaded. So cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Cast a snare trap where needed. Okay, you see me doing that? There we go. In the past, you only had 10 minutes, and the enemies had a lot of skill resistance. So if you died, that was usually it. Your run would fail. But now it's like, whatever. You see, just like that. Cast 1, cast 2, no detonation yet, but you can just relax. So even if you die once or twice by like barely moving, you'll be fine. But for the most part, except for the Storm Wardens, every enemy is weak. So only the Storm Wardens, the guy with the miniguns, Storm Warden, I think they're called Storm Wardens. But yeah, they're the ones that will be the only real threat to you. Okay, just like that. Throw that. Snare trap. The Panzers are one of the weak... you see that guy with the minigun? This guy. I mean, he just flopped, but you get what I mean. That guy, yeah, he's the no-no square. You want to kill him quickly. Now I'm going to teach you another technique with the bosses. Once you start getting to the later stages, alright? I'm going to show you a little technique. Cast your snare trap first to deal with all that. You want to shoot the boss until he gets the debuff. So you see the 5-stack debuff there? That's the resistance debuff. So that your skills will do more damage. Then you just murder him like that. Okay, you're going to start applying these to the bosses now. So that you can kill them fast. I know they die really quickly, but you want to get used to the technique early before it becomes an absolute necessity. Alright? So let's keep going. Okay, that's stage 11 done. Okay, now for the stage 12 walkthrough. Order of Truth. So what do? Electric. Stage 12, begin. And you carry on. Gotta apply some lip balm, so give me a second. Okay. Glad you're enjoying it, Mystic. Okay. Now, start using your snare traps. Same principle I taught you. Toss it far where the enemies spawn. Move toward it. No enemy spawning, turn around. Enemy spawning opposite direction. So, toss your snare trap, start killing. Alright, enemy spawning here now. Okay. Tag them. When ready, detonate. Tag them. When ready, detonate. Okay, move. Enemies over there, snare trap. More enemies spawning, good. Tag them, detonate. Okay, tag them, detonate.
Don't you dare run away.
Enemy spawning over there, snare trap.
Take this.
Cast your first skill as you move toward them, detonate. Enemy spawning over there, snare trap. Detonate. Tag, detonate. Enemy spawning back there, snare trap. Cast one,
This is going to sting.
detonate. Okay? Like that. Enemies are spawning here. Snare trap. Cast. Detonate. Cast. Detonate.
There's no getting away. Begin
Detonate.
tracking.
Bit confusing, but enemies spawning to the left and to the right, so we'll go left first. Detonate. More enemies on the right. Go through the air. Detonate.
This is awesome, huh?
Okay, now center. My favorite. This is the only time you'll ever see me double cast a snare trap. I like cover this whole area. Abuse the location. Cast your one. Detonate. Alright, cast. Detonate. Claudia,
This is
cast.
where it ends.
Cast, detonate. Alright, now she has the halo. Make sure to get out of her AoE. Okay, after that, debuff her. Fully debuffed. Murder. Just like that. Okay? Nice, simple, and easy. Now, that's stage 12 completed. Enjoy your meeting, Sir Tommy. And we'll move to the next. Okay, let's stage 12 clear. Now we are on stage 13. Stage 13 walkthrough. Okay, here we go. 13. Okay. Now we know that they're Legion of Immortality, so toxic. And then we do it. Now off we go. All right. Let's make it happen.
No.
Oh, they're down there. Okay, I got confused for a second, but all right. Cast 1, cast 2, cast 3, detonate.
Eliminated.
Cast. Okay, move up.
My shield.
Cast. Detonate.
Bastards.
Okay. Now let's start using the snare trap.
This is going to hurt.
Snare trap used, move.
This is awesome, huh?
Still don't need to cast another one yet. Okay, snare trap. It's good to use it at a distance. There we go. Move. Remember that after casting your snare trap, you move faster as well for a short duration of time. This is actually pretty helpful because it can help you get through these stages a bit faster. That's another reason to use it. Okay.
There's no getting away.
But do manage your cooldowns. You don't want to go too ham. If you really need to, shoot the RK shields a little bit.
Mag change.
Okay. I see like a nice little grouping there, so I use a snare trap.
There's no
Nope.
getting
1,
away.
2,
Don't you dare run
detonate. 1, 2,
away. This is
detonate.
going to sting us.
There we go. Oh, nice tight room. Detonate. Snare trap will fit just there. Try to be accurate with your casts. You can send them through. I don't do the challenges, Mugoth. They are unnecessary for me. I may attempt them in future, but I've got no need right now. Right now, I'm more focused on the new player experience because everything is overwhelming for them. So I hope you can understand.
You can't escape.
I may tackle challenges at some later time if it becomes necessary for me to
Don't
do
you
so.
dare run away. This is where it ends.
But unfortunately, at this current moment, I don't really have the, I guess, need or desire. And certainly, I don't feel enthusiastic about doing them. So since I've got no desire to complete them, I just do what's necessary for the community and then I relax and play other games. Okay, here we go.
This is awesome.
Now, even if you die, it doesn't really matter because the enemy is just going to regenerate their hit points a little bit. Now, again, you probably shouldn't just stand there and take it, but like I said, it really doesn't matter. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, you'll still be fine. See? Still win. Now, don't do that, but that is an example of how easy this is right now compared to how it was in the past. How it was in the past, you would have to hide behind here and then shoot your electricity at the enemy. Alright, there we go. Onward. That is stage 13 done. Now we move on to stage 14.
New super chat received.
No problem, Lewis. Always happy to help, and thank you for supporting the stream. It's a pleasure. Okay, stage 14, Legion of Darkness. So, chill focus rounds. Simple and easy, right? Okay, let's go. I don't know why it's actually like having a timer to put me into a private session. It's like, why is that timer even for? Okay, here we go. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Snare trap. Detonate.
Eliminate. Keep trying. This. No.
Please enjoy your breakfast,
You
mystical
can't
one.
escape.
And don't worry, I know you're here. Enjoy breakfast. Again, if you die, meh, it happens. The penalty is small, so don't worry too much. Of course, try to not die, but for the most part, you can just clean it up pretty easily. Just like that. Okay, like that. 1, 2, detonate. Now, see, Storm Warriors? Ah, Storm Warriors, not Wardens, sorry. Finally figured out their name. They're the ones that'll kill you, so be careful of those. Other than that, just there you go. 1, 2, detonate. 1, 2, detonate.
Give up.
Anything left alive? Detonate them as well. 1, 2. Okay, move on. Now, because there's RK shield, we're gonna use the snare trap so we can get some additional damage on it. Okay, 1, 2. And we're apparently already at the boss, so what do? Shoot. Well, okay, the boss died, but you get what I mean, right? You gotta start shooting them and reduce their resistances. If you got a very strong gun, they're gonna die from just the gun anyway, so that's the thing, but that's cleared right there. Okay, that's another one down. Okay. Now stage 15. There we go. Legion Immortality, so you know what to do. Toxic. 15. And off we go. Gonna have to keep going and going and going. All right, halfway there, guys. Halfway there. Hello, Gabriel. How's it going? Okay, no plasma. You can't cast your snare trap, right? So what do? You can do a little bit of shooting on the RK shielded dude, but that's about it. Basically, you just want to pop it fast. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Keep going.
You can't escape.
Save up your plasma. Okay, enemies are going to start getting tougher now, so
This is where it ends.
cast your snare trap where necessary
Eliminating.
and start wiping them out. Again, try to be efficient with your casting.
Don't you dare.
Now, on cooldown, you will start wanting to detonate. Alright? So watch. Cast snare trap. I'm casting my first skill. Detonate. Alright?
There's no getting away. Reloading. Keep trying.
Okay.
Take this.
Cast snare trap. 1, 2, detonate. What makes you think I'd ever want to get away? There's no way I'm getting away from a baddie like INES. Wouldn't want to either. Okay, there we go. 1, 2. Detonate.
Eliminating. Let's end this.
Detonate.
Begin tracking. Keep trying.
Enjoy yourself, Starro. Boss, snare trap first. Alright, give yourself a little bit of breathing room.
This is awesome, huh?
I think Ines should worry about upsetting me. I will discipline her well. It's time for the hounds, is what Ines says, yes. See you ready. See you ready? See you later, Mugath. See you ready. Lol. Words hard. Okay, on to the next. 21 and 20. There we go. Stage 16. Walkthrough. Alright, so we just cleared stage 15. Easy enough. We do it again. So stage 16, Order of Truth. You know what to do. Order of Truth, electric. So, off we go. Notice that I haven't changed the INES build at all. There's nothing different. There's nothing that we need to do, switch, change, whatever. Unimportant. Not necessary. Okay, this is the crucial key, because if you have to sweat changing your build, that is inefficient, and that's not the way.
You can't escape. Eliminating. This is awesome, huh?
Okay, now that you've built up your plasma, this is where you will start to need a little bit of technique. Okay. Sorry, Lenny, this is an English-only stream. Unfortunately, I cannot communicate in other languages as I do not understand them. So please take note, if you want to speak with me, you'll have to speak in English, good sir. My apologies, but that is our rule, so take note. Okay, we're gonna go across. Either that or you have to find a content creator in your own language.
This is going to sting a little.
Okay, there we go. Snare trap.
No getting away.
Look where the enemies spawn, try to clear in their direction.
Begin tracking. Give up.
Why would I run away from you either?
This is where it ends.
I have no reason for me to run away from you, Mystic One. You better run away from me. You are simply not prepared. You cannot handle the ultimate warrior. Tell Star if you like.
You can't escape.
But you can't run from me. I mean, you can if you want. I'm not gonna chase you. I'm too fat for that. But if you want to start running, better start running now. I would say so. Now, coming back to the technique, all jokes aside, okay? Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. You're applying the same principle, but where the enemies are spawning, you see that? Cast the snare trap in that direction so you deal more damage. Okay? There you go. Baby back ribs sound delicious, though.
Keep trying.
She is indeed doing her usual. I'm sorry, Lenny, but that is a completely irrelevant question to the stream, and I see no reason to answer you about that, sir. So, I'm not sure why that's relevant or important. As I said, this is an English-speaking stream. If you cannot obey the rules, you will be tossed out, sir. So I do not want to have to repeat myself.
You can't escape.
Yep. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Alright. If you see enemies that live a little bit, you can, just like the bosses, debuff them. Alright. Here we go. Central. Once the enemies start spawning in center, you know that this stage is coming to its end. Cast 1. Cast 2. Detonate. Snare trap. Like I said, Mr. Lenny, that's an irrelevant question. You don't need to know where I'm from. If you have a TFD question to ask, you may ask your question. Otherwise, please enjoy the stream. Okay?
Begin tracking.
I have no desire to answer personal questions. Okay. That's clear. So, same principle that we've applied. Cast 1, cast 2, snare trap, where... Alright, where the enemies spawn as needed. Or if you see chunks of enemies together, toss and explode. Simple. No, Rena, it's not. But I'm just leaving it be. If he doesn't speak English, he could have a reason why he's asking. But again, I just don't need to answer personal questions. So... I will just choose not to answer, and if he insists on staying around, then we can take action then. We should be lenient, because who knows, maybe the guy doesn't even know what I'm saying. Bro, I'm relaxed. Okay. Onward. That was stage 16 right there. Now we go through stage 17. Okay, moving on. Forgot to adjust the inversion reinforcer. I'm so used to not adjusting it that I forgot to adjust it. I knew I forgot one step. Complacency. I mean, it's not gonna matter, as you will see, but you really should. I was trying to cultivate good habits, totally forgot. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, onward. The build was shown at the very start of the stream. You can check the timestamp. I went through the full build on stream. Check the stream description, the timestamps are there. Right now I'm coaching. But this build has been on my channel for ages, so if you got problems, keep watching the stream. And I'll show you the walkthrough. Alright. Cast 1. Cast 2. Detonate.
Don't you dare
Alright.
run away.
When the enemies spawn, cast 1, cast 2, detonate. You're still applying the same principles I've taught you all this time.
This is going to hurt.
Throw your snare trap. Not lunchtime. Don't need to eat. I had breakfast before I came on.
Keep
And if you want to buy me something,
bastards.
super chat. You can buy me my next McDonald's meal. Alright. Cast 1, cast 2.
You can't escape.
If you say don't forget to eat something, then I want to see a super chat, alright? You gotta buy me some food. Treat your streamer. There we go. Cast 1, cast 2, detonate. Simple.
Don't you dare run away.
Snare trap.
This is where it ends.
No problem, Maskell. We are the best for a reason. I'm here to show you that anything that I can do, you can do. It's very simple, as long as you follow my build. This is why a lot of people say, I've catalyzed a lot of times, but I'm struggling. Why are you struggling then? If their build is so good, why are you struggling? Makes sense, right?
Begin tracking.
Nah, Bear. I prefer if you just directly super chat. That gives me the most bang for my buck. When you want to buy my music, I'm not going to
There's
stop
no
you.
getting away.
Okay. There we go. There we go. Done. Simple. 1, 2. And clear. Yeah. Make sure to pick up your MP along the way when you start to run out.
End this.
Now, when the boss spawns, what do? Hit him until he gets debuffed. Cast your first skill, cast your second skill. You do not need to make use of your third skill, and I don't recommend it, at least until the second phase. Alright? After fully debuffing, use your third skill, and then you can wipe him out. Okay, there you go. And that is stage 17 done. I don't know if I do or don't actually, Bear. I genuinely don't, because I haven't seen anything in my wallet. I'll just be honest with you about that. So I'm not quite sure how the process works. Maybe in future I'll see revenue? I don't know. They just haven't given me anything yet. Okay, stage 18 walkthrough. I didn't even know they charge because it's free to listen to it everywhere else. So I'm not quite sure how it works or why it works, but... I didn't even know they were selling my stuff, to be fair. Okay, 18, let's go. But I'm still new in the industry, so who knows? Maybe there's a delay before the revenue shows up. At this moment, all I can do is shrug. Because Spotify and the rest, I'm just paid by people streaming it. Same with SoundCloud and YouTube. Well, YouTube I've not monetized yet, but you get what I mean.
There's no getting away.
Okay. Shoot.
You can't escape.
Clear. Shoot.
This is where it ends.
Clear. Now, if you feel it's necessary because it's Legion of Immortality, you can use your snare traps a bit more often, but again, you'll have to manage cooldowns. Use them too early, and you won't have them for the next round. However, if I know that I've got a wide open room coming up where I can take advantage of it for longer, I don't mind using it a bit more often. So that's how that'll work, and we'll just carry on.
New super chat received.
Thank you for the super. I'll take a look in a while, friends.
My shield. Damn it.
Okay. If you can't get through the RK shields, try shooting a little bit. Alright, but for the most part, you can just use your abilities. Again, if you desperately need it, drop and use Voltia. Oops, sorry.
You can't escape.
But if you don't have Voltia, you might have to just, you know, sort of tank through it. But again, you've got plenty of time, so don't panic.
There's no getting away.
Alright? I'm trying to minimize use of my weapon, but yeah, just don't panic if you encounter a situation like that.
This is going to sting.
Okay, you'll notice that enemies are starting to become tougher. This is just very natural. So, although the principle remains the same, cast 1, cast 2, detonate, you want to be clever about how you do it. Where possible, use your plasma. Alright, there you go. Sometimes I like to save my plasma so that if the arcade shield dudes appear later on, what I do is I will actually utilize my third skill to break the arcade shield. See you later, Lewis. Get a good rest. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'll check the super chat in a second. I just want to make sure I get through this first. Then I'll check it and thank that one properly. I use a chat software so I can manage multiple chats, because sometimes when playing TFD, I'm usually multi-streaming to TikTok as well. Oh no, I died. Sometimes that can happen, but again, it's not a big deal.
Don't you dare run away.
Try to use your second skill on cooldown so you can detonate more effectively. Jump around like this and you should be fine. The arcade shield is obviously very, very immune to electric stuff, so if you have to, shoot it a little bit. Okay, and there you go. You struggle most with arcade shields, but that's why Voltea is important. However, I'm aware that some people don't have Voltea from previous seasons, so I'll try and show you this way. Again, ignore death. Okay, as you can see, you've got plenty of time, so don't panic, and you only have to do this once. So when you notice enemies doing stuff like that, try to go high above them. Maintain your height just like that, and do it again.
There's no getting away.
This is a great way of dealing with bosses like this. Okay? And now, he's gonna spawn minions, so I'm gonna eliminate them all. Now we're gonna debuff him. After debuffing, go high above him. Use your jumps to stay above, like that. Use your second skill on cooldown, and there you go. Alright? This is a technique for beating bosses like that. When you start to struggle, you just go high, and when you're above them, you can still cast your skills. Alright? So take note of that. Try to maintain that aerial height. Come back down, grapple above, maintain that aerial height. We'll try and demonstrate this principle a bit more often. But that's this stage completely completed. And we're good to go. Let's move on to the next. Thank you, Bear. It is appreciated. I appreciate your super chat for McDonald's. Okay. Let's move on to stage 19 now. 7, 3, 5. Stage 19. Walk through. Okay. All right. This time around, let's be less silly. Legion of Darkness, so we need chill. So we have chill focus rounds. Okay. Then we have Legion of Darkness. Onward. Okay. Detonate when you can, but tag them first. All right. Now, things are going to get a bit more serious. So start by casting. Detonate once they're tagged, but get ready to detonate again. All right. Now, the enemies are tougher, so get ready to detonate like twice per encounter. Okay. This is about stage 19, and you're going to start seeing this principle happen even more stage 20 onwards. Use your snare trap if it's a room where you can sort of get everybody. Alright. Start by opening your casts, usually about 2-3 times. Usually around here it's about 3 times. And then I detonate straight after so I can get them all. See a big group, snare trap. Now be tactical with your skills. Cast, detonate. Cast. Cast Storm Warrior. Detonate. Cast again. Cast again. Okay, can't detonate yet. So remember that you have to focus on your first skill first. Detonate to finish them off. But get ready because it will be a while before you can detonate again. Unless you go full cooldowns on the reactor, it's about 4 seconds. So plan for that delay. Tossed up. And low star that line. Okay, again, you see him down there. Nice grouping, right? Snare trap to begin with. Stay high. Cast and detonate. After a couple of casts, detonate. Alright, always be ready to detonate. Okay, grouping. Snare trap. Detonate. Sometimes, if you kill them too quickly, right, the next group spawns and you accidentally detonate the next group, which is hilarious. Snare trap. Yeah. Go high.
There's no getting away.
Detonate as soon as my feet touch the ground. Okay. All clear. Cast,
This
detonate.
is going to sting a little. Let's end this.
There's a nice grouping with RK shield, so I use my snare trap. I stay high, feet touch the ground, detonate. Jump. Jump. Detonate. Go high again. Detonate. And I believe the boss will spawn.
This is where
Okay.
it ends.
Reduce his resistances. Now you cannot hide behind cover, so what do? Go high. Jump, stay high. There you go. Good. Again. Snare trap, stay high. Feet touch the ground, detonate, grapple up again.
You can't escape.
Feet touch the ground, detonate. There you go.
There's
Boss
no
play.
getting away.
Okay. This is the technique that you will now start to apply because enemies are tougher, so you don't want to die too often, right? And that's stage 19 clear. Let's move on to stage 20, and we're going to keep going. Once again, thank you for the super chat, Bear. Appreciate that. Let's keep moving. No, just doing the walkthroughs, Baron. Or 0, stage 20 walkthrough. Okay, now we're up to 20 stages. Okay, stage 20 is Legion of Immortality, so you should already know that Order of Truth, Legion of Immortality, Order of Truth. So electric is the way. Let's carry on, and we'll show them what to do. Okie dokie day. Detonate. Now in the initial stages, you need to save up your plasma. Also avoid the explodey dudes. But now you start to see juicy group of enemies. Snare trap, fly over. Okay, the open areas are a bit more difficult, but the same principles apply. You see enemies spawning? Oops, the snare trap hit a target, so got flung over there.
You can't escape. This is going to hurt. This is going to sting a little. Oh, those bastards. Begin tracking. Keep trying. Let's end this.
Okay. Snare trap.
Begin tracking.
Stay high. Enemy spawning. Snare trap.
Trying.
Now, if you run into an exploder, you die. You lose your plasma. It's fine. Okay, a lot of people panic over that. Don't. It's no different from when you start the level. So what do? Just keep casting. You use your 1 and 2. You don't have the plasma, so you have to use your 1 and 2. Where's the enemy? Oh, it's over there. There he
You
is.
can't escape.
Okay, sorry about that. Now.
There's no getting away.
Oh no! Off the map I went. I misestimated that. That's okay. Now we've got some plasma back, right? So, that aside, and
This is going to sting a little.
you build up your plasma again. Now you've got plenty of plasma. You can use your snare trap if you want to. Okay, there you go. Across. Enemy spawning here.
This is going to sting.
Died to exploder. Doesn't matter. Okay, you only have to do this once, like I said, because you're going to advance through stages, and you're only going to want to farm the highest level stages anyway. So, you don't have to sweat it too much.
Eliminated. There's no getting away.
Just go where they spawn, kill them.
Begin tracking. You can't escape.
Detonate where possible. Rebuild your plasma, and you're good.
Take this. You can't escape. This is going to sting you. This is going to hurt. Keep trying.
Don't forget that split cell Demigore gets the halo, so you have to do that. See you later, Brandon. Okay, there we go. Clear. And that's stage 20 done. Now we keep going. And we're going to hit 21. So the principles are the same no matter which stage you do. The only thing that changes is how often you apply your skills and how tactical you need to be. All right? Use height. Height is always necessary, so always use height where possible. All right? That's how you evade your enemies. Okay. 14815. Stage 21 walkthrough. Whew, time stamping every single one of these, but it's worth it. Okay, stage 21. All right. See you later, Austin.
Keep
Clear,
trying.
clear. Now, when there's an... I forgot to change the inversion reinforcer again, didn't I? Sorry.
Take this.
I'm so used to these, like, and not worrying about the gun that I never changed them. I keep trying to remind myself to do it for you guys, but just actively in my mind, I just forget. Because I'm just like, stage 21. You know, what's the big deal? I can do it. With my eyes closed.
no getting away.
Apologies. I'll try and remember. But like I said, height is everything. So throw your snare trap high. All right, cast 1, cast 2, detonate as soon as you can. Alright, once you tag the majority of targets, detonate.
Don't you dare run
Detonate.
away.
Use your detonations. That's how we do this. Okay. Where they spawn?
This is
Snare
my
trap
end.
high. And start blasting. Tag them all. Tag them all.
Can't escape.
Lies, huh, Mystic? Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna call you in your bluff. Explain what the lies are.
Give up.
Explain what the lies are.
This
There we
is
go.
going to hurt.
Cast 1. Cast 2.
Boom.
Destroy. You like to outburst, don't you? This mystical one. Instead of sending your laughing emojis, I think you sent me a heart emoji right there.
Keep trying.
Nice typo, Mystic. You must be sending hearts to somebody.
This is awesome. There's no get.
It's not a typo? Glad to be getting some love then.
Bastards.
Appreciate it. But I choose to believe that that's a lie. I am 100% certain you're sending hearts to somebody else instead. But it's okay. Whoever those hearts are meant for, I am happy for them.
Begin.
Oh no, I died. Okay, back at it again. Remember,
Can't escape.
is death meaningful? No. Does it matter? No. Should you panic over it? No.
No.
There you go. I said what I said, oh mystical one. What do you mean, what? With the question mark and the exclamation mark. Who said I was blaming you? I don't blame you. I didn't blame you for my death. I do not blame. Wait, what? I'm not talking? Very confused. What do you mean by I'm not talking? I am literally addressing you right now. I'm not talking. What is this? What is this I'm not talking shenanigans? You're not talking to me, Mystic. Huh? You're not talking. That is pink as hell. But anyway, you're the one that's not talking to me. What you mean I'm not talking? You're not talking. Hey, Sarah. Okay, before I carry on with the next run, I almost forgot to set up my catalyst, so I'm actually going to do that right now because I looked around the map.
Real hope, don't you think?
Sure you are. I choose to believe that you're not talking. And I accept that. You untalker. Is that doggo food? Oh, hell. Hey, free doggo food. I guess that's in preparation of the next doggo. Sweet. Oh my god, she's painted like a peppermint swirl candy. Remember those? The red and white candy with like peppermint? Oh my god. What a peppermint swirl bunny. That makes me laugh. There are no lies in the things that I say, okay? You might believe there are lies, but there are never lies. I do not lie. The only one that lies is the mystical one. You are the liar, not me. Watch me copy the style as if I have no desire to look like a peppermint swirl candy. Alright? No thank you. I prefer my colors dark and my life dark. Okay, let's move on. We're supposed to do stage 22. Okay, let me link that correctly. I already wrote the timestamp. I think I better change it. Okay, stage 22 walkthrough. I don't know, Mystic. Honestly, I'm just talking shit 95% of the time. Alright, let's go. Stage 22, Legion of Immortality. Now this time I'm going to remember. Alright, I'm going to remember to actually put on Toxic. Okay, there we go. Go for it. Go for it. Tell Star all you like. Sure, Bear. Sure. Here's a thumbs up for you. And your wife. Mystic shall be forever assigned the title of liar. Now, just to make you suffer. Like you deserve. Must give you suffering on a daily basis. Okay, let's do this. Stage 22 walkthrough. Cast 1. Cast 2. Detonate. This is just to try and get through the shields faster, but if you find that you cannot get through them, then it's okay. Just try to shoot your gun a little bit. You can try that threat on me, Mystic. It's not gonna work because I know you care. Thing is, I want you to care too much, you know? So it's time to make you suffer for caring. Haha. Okay. Cast, clear. Cast, clear. Yeah? Good.
This is going to hurt.
And there's one more enemy left. Whoops. I knew I'd left one the second that the next batch didn't spawn, but that's okay. Legion of Immortality will take a little bit longer because obviously they're resistant to electricity. But it doesn't matter even if they are because you can still do plenty of damage. Ow, I died. But that's okay. Like I said, this is why your snare trap doesn't go away when you die, so make good use of it. Toss it in the right location, you'll have a dandy time. Now, a lot of people say they can't get through stage 22 and the like because the enemies hit them hard, they die. Again, death is irrelevant. The main thing is, if you start to die too much, then start to apply the principles that I've taught you. Go up high. Keep minimum time on the ground. Use your double jumps wisely because you get 1 jump that slows your momentum, 2 jump. You want to just stay above the action, alright? So let's try applying that principle now. And we'll see if we can avoid some more unnecessary death. Okay, while you're on the ground, you cast. Go high. Go high. There you go. Go up. Snare trap. Utilize it. Now these guys, the robots with the Mega Man arm, okay, they're the ones that are the most dangerous to you.
There's no getting away.
So use and abuse your skills and your snare trap. Go high. Try to stay at a reasonable height above them.
Don't you dare run away.
Use your second skill when you land because your second skill goes through walls, right?
Let's end this.
Go high. So when you're on the ground, or when you're behind cover, that's when you apply second skill. Alright, you can start to use principles like this to deal with targets more effectively because now they're more dangerous, right? Okay. Cast. Do you know that you can also like just use your second skill from behind a wall like that?
There's no
You'll do
getting
me, huh,
away.
Mystic? Alright. Sure you will. Sure you will. I'll wait for you to do me. Okay. First skill, second skill. Simple, yeah?
This is where it ends.
Second skill. There you go.
No.
The second skill is definitely very good. So use the advantages you have. That's the key principle.
Begin tracking.
Listen, I saw my opportunity and I took it. So, there you go, Mystical One. There you go.
You can't escape.
One. Okay.
Let's end this.
It's just like how Star the other day said she'd suck anything, you know? Sometimes you just gotta, when you say it,
Don't you dare run away.
you know, it's just, I did not know that movie, but I will just accept your statement. I'll accept your statement the way I want to hear it. Anyway, cast 1, cast 2. Simple. Okay, boss spawned. Cast your stare, debuff. Once debuffing is complete, go high.
Bastards.
Land on the ground from behind cover.
This is awesome.
Recover.
There's no getting away. Eliminating.
No, I don't have any idea. But it's okay.
I may have underestimated them.
Like I said, I'll just hear it the way I want to hear it, and I'm satisfied with that. Okay. Okay, that's clear. All done. And that is stage 22 done. He means are both good. Come on, you can read typos, can't you? It's not new internet slang, that's literally just a typo, Mystic. The same kind that you make 24/7. You should be quite skilled in reading typos, my dear. Legion of Immortality, so you know what to do. Go here. Swap. Actually, wait. Same Legion. Sorry. Toxic. Of course, Star. He just screenshotted the truth of what you do. You cannot deny it. So, you may as well accept it. Enjoy, Underdog Kane. Also, Lenny, you've instantly been banned. I mean, you came to an English stream. You didn't get your questions answered because you were asking nonsensical things. Why don't you find a streamer in your own language? Oh wait, there are none. So now you've got no stream to watch. Congratulations. So that is what happens when you are disobedient and rude like a petulant child. Do not do that. Alright? When you behave like an adult, you'll be treated like one. Same principle goes for everybody. Behave like an adult, you'll be treated like one. Behave like a child, and you'll be treated like one. Lol. You know, Mystic, for someone that watches TikTok, you always seem to wonder about slang. I
There's no
swear.
getting away.
You are Gen Z now. I'll just identify you as Gen Z from now on because you're a TikTok watcher. TikToker. Of course, Arthur. You should always return to this game. But
Let's end this.
more importantly, you should never quit in the first place.
Keep trying. This is going to sting a little.
Fair enough, Mystical One. Fair enough. I'm still going to believe you are Gen Z.
New subscriber detected.
Do you now? Welcome, Isabella, to the show. I hope you have a good time with us. Fair enough. I'm glad you enjoy using your word, Mystical One. I will choose to believe whatever, yes. I will happily believe whatever. And thus, I now choose to believe you are Gen Z.
Oh, damn it. Begin tracking. You can't escape. Take this. This is awesome.
Okay. Not enough plasma, so we're gonna stave off using the snare trap until just this moment. There we go. Go up high.
Give up. This is going to sting you.
From behind cover, you can use your second skill, as always. Stay high.
Boom.
Not the same kind of high that star stays, but stay high. Alright, there we go. Use angles and doorways to your advantage. If you cannot jump, like in tight areas, okay, serpentine. Serpentine left and right. That was an accident. I did not mean to cast my third skill. Don't do that. Okay, first and second skill is your bread and butter. Don't randomly use your third skill. Okay, that was an accident. It's called a mispress, which occasionally
Where it
happens.
ends.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Eliminating.
Done. Snare trap.
Don't you dare run away.
Well, on this build, yes. Using it without the correct preparation will most likely get you killed. Now, we can tell who's trolling and who's not. So, when I already know that somebody was trolling, then it's a simple and easy process to eliminate them completely. So, for what reason do I need to address and answer trolls? Now, y'all can keep coming and try to bother me, but I'm just gonna carry on coaching people, as is what this stream is for. So, keep trying your luck.
There's no getting away.
Rather, the question I'll ask is, why are you trolls all racist?
My shield.
Ooh, more trolls, bring it on. Now you see, ladies and gents, this build is so good that even when trolls are trolling your stream, you can take the time to ban them. And just like that, you'll be able to clear Void Erosion Purge. Okay? And this is why, literally, this is superior to anything else out there. It's, snap. Yeah? Snap. Okay. That's clear. Move on to the next. Okay, so next stage is stage 24. Let's timestamp that. Yeah, they're learning Mystic 3 accounts in 5 seconds. Very good. But as you know, this is why a lot of people from certain countries, they buy their accounts, they buy their views, they buy their subs, and try to pretend that they're good content creators, you know? But this is the truth that you guys are seeing. So anyway, we carry on, don't we? LJ printing? I have no information about that. Please wait until season 3. Okay, stage 24, let's go. And I've correctly timestamped it. Let's move on. Don't sweat the trolls. They are a common part of TFD. Unfortunately, as the one and only streamer that's really left, the trolls can only come here. They have no one else to troll anymore. But all they do is give me more engagement and make my channel grow after being completely banned and unable to interact, so let them keep on coming. It's really literally not going to do anything to me or stop me. Forgot the inversion reinforcer again. Damn it. But at least it's stage 24, so we know it's Legion of Immortality. Sorry, Order of Truth. I always call them Legion of Immortality. But anyway, these guys are easy enough because INES has electricity, so all you have to do is just relax. If it ever worries you that the enemies are all around you, just go up, and you can literally avoid all their attacks. Take advantage of wide open spaces like that if you really need to. I mean, you don't always have to, but this is pretty much what we would do. Once you get past the first wave, all you literally need to do is just that. It's so easy. Just cast your snare trap. Then on cooldown, you can cast your second skill and you're good. The enemies here will be tougher and they'll take a while to die, but genuinely, you should have no trouble. Like this will just get you through all the way. I don't know why people hate this Legion. They're like one of the easier ones. It's okay, Rena. It's not like it takes me any effort to completely eliminate them.
There's no getting away.
It's like literally 3 seconds worth of effort. So I'm not even sweating about it.
Let's end this. This is going to sting a little.
If it was really bad, I would have just given moderation power to somebody in chat that I trust, and they could have handled it, but it's not bad. In the old days, trolls used to come by 20s and 30s. These are so weak.
Give up.
I think everybody likes Nier, that's why. I never played it myself, but it seems fun enough.
Eliminating.
They probably will, Mystic.
This is going. This is awesome.
Okay. Do you see what I'm doing? He's literally jumping around. I might be willing to play the remaster or reboot if it does come out. We'll see. Cast, 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 shoot. Nice, nice, nice.
This is where it ends. Boom.
Well, I know you do love that game, Mystic.
Don't you dare run away. There's no getting
Okay,
away.
everything is up center. Snare trap. See that? Now you can't cast from down there, so you want to just go high
Keep
across the
trying.
field. As soon as you hit the ground, then you cast your second skill. Yeah, I know, Mystic. I know.
Boom.
I can recognize the characters even if I didn't play the game. I think it is
This is
a
going
cult
to
favorite
hurt.
game for sure. A lot of people do like it. Never experienced it myself, so if they ever remaster or reboot, I'd like a second chance to experience it. It was something that came out in general when I wasn't in my gaming phase and I was just on my hustle trying to survive. So yeah. Now here's a fun little thing you can do with Plaudia. You can actually one-shot her with your third skill while she's in her getting ready phase, which actually skips her first set of attacks, which is the
Come on, get lost.
spread attack, and you can practically one-shot her like that. So yeah. I would love to check out the story in future for sure. Okay, that's it. That's clear. Just like that. Alright? So for this particular stage, to stage 24, you can actually deal with Plaudia because she's so weak using your third skill. I also love how the trolls gave up after 3 accounts. That's just sad. If you're gonna troll me, okay, please remember that you're supposed to troll me on 70 accounts at least. If you only bring 3, that's just horrifyingly sad. Stage 25 now. We're almost to the end, ladies and gents. The whole reason I wanted to do this as a walkthrough is because I knew it would take this long. Last time I filmed up to, like, I think stage 25, and boy, that video took ages and ages and ages. I forgot the inversion reinforcer again. No! Oh well, doesn't matter. Damn it, I forgot it so many times in a row. Oh, of course the trolls are sent by someone. I mean, I say it often enough, you know, so I've made a lot of enemies, but I'm the one and only streamer left. So, of course they have to troll me, because as long as I exist, nobody else will get a chance. I suppose so, Jinushan, I don't know. I don't care about clear time as long as I'm clearing it. But yeah, sounds good. Sounds like you did a good job. Sounds fast to me. Oh no, there's a bomb on my head.
Eliminated.
Oh no, the troll was the same person, just on 4 different accounts. But the fact that he has to be a good boy and stick with YouTube's regulations is just damn sad. So it's just him on 4 different accounts, but yep.
Damn.
Lol,
Maybe I
Mystic.
got a bit cocky.
Although I didn't play the game, I actually know what you're talking about, and lol.
This is going to sting a little.
Nah, you can't JK your way out of that, you dirty. You a dirty-minded girl. That's okay. That's the kind of girl I get along with.
You can't escape.
If you ain't dirty, I do not want to know you. Respectfully dirty, of course. Clean people? Nah. Too boring.
Damn it.
You gotta be thinking dirty thoughts 24/7. All right, ladies and gents, that's the way. That's the way.
Those bastards.
Okay.
Eliminating.
All jokes aside. Star, you are just something else. You are something evil that lurks beneath the sea. What are you saying by you say that now, Mystic? You make it sound like I would not
My
want
shield. Damn
a girl that's dirty 24/7. I think you fail to understand what 95% of men are thinking. And I am in the 1% that's even better than that. Because I'm just cooler like that, you know? What can I say? Greatest human being alive, right? Okay, let's carry on.
This is going to sting a little. Begin tracking.
I wouldn't mind a nice woman. I have a nice woman.
Give up. This is going to hurt.
And she is pretty nice, so. They would open me up like a chest. I mean, sure. You know? Yeah, probably. Wouldn't need to bother keeping the guard up, but you know what? I do like my guard up decorations, you know? Allows me to block unblockable attacks, especially in Monster Hunter Wilds.
Let's end
For anyone that gets the reference, lol. You've been hunting way too much just like me. But yeah, I do like my guard up decorations. Guard up level 3. At all times.
Oh, damn it. No, I'm really screwed. That hurts.
I'm a Master Sword and you're Zelda. Even though Link pulls out the Master Sword, you got the prize. What? You know what? I'm just not even saying anything. You know what? I've learned my lesson. You're right. I'm just gonna say yes, you are right. And I fully agree with you, whatever the implications of that agreement might be. I'ma just go with it. Okay, it's cool. Remember, ladies and gents, just whatever your lady friends say, you just say yes. Absolutely 100%.
Boom.
Don't think about it. Don't try to understand it. Obey. And that's all you need to do and you're good to go. All right?
No. Ha! Take this.
No, you don't just nod and move on, okay? No, none of that insincere stuff. No, you gotta sincerely, Syra. I'm telling you. See, this is where all the guys go wrong. You see, they nod and move on. No, you gotta be 100% sincere about it. You gotta believe it. You gotta believe it. No. You can't just nod and move on, okay? They're gonna sense that like sharks sense blood. Okay? You gotta listen and actually accept
Maybe
it.
I got a bit cocky.
Okay, for real.
This is going
Only when you do that
Ha!
will you have a peaceful life.
My shield. Damn that.
So genuinely, she says something, I'ma say, yeah, absolutely. And I'm not just nodding and moving on. I'm like, yeah, Yeah, let's go. You know, whatever you say, 100% down. Let's go. Oh, I'm going to jail for that? Well, okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm down. I'm down.
There's no getting
All right.
away. You can't escape.
That's how a cool guy should be, okay? Remember, in the words of Elfman, a man should not get car sick. A man should make the car sick. If you're a man, all right? If you're manly, that's what you should do.
Begin tracking.
Okay, so for this particular enemy, kill it.
Keep trying.
Say what you want,
There's no
Snapshot.
getting away.
I have a nice, peaceful life. Why do I worry? All right.
Begin tracking. Don't you dare run away.
The only ones that worry about that sort of thing are insecure about themselves. I'm very secure. That's why I'm a perfect human being. Alright. Stage 25 done. You see, you can still accomplish it within the time. You don't have to sweat it. You die multiple times. Completely irrelevant. Just carry on. The skill weakness of the enemies is enough to compensate. So you can literally play badly and you will succeed. Literally, don't even sweat about it. Just go through, do the same things, kill it. All right, you gotta do it again. Now stage 26, and this time I'll remember. I promise I'll remember. I made a promise, Mr. Frodo. Okay, stage 26. Now this used to be in the distant past a major hurdle for most people. They couldn't overcome it, but it's very easy now, especially since you literally have 12 minutes. So, 226. I'm playing INES and showing people a full walkthrough of Void Erosion Purge with just one build. It's extremely easy to utilize.
There's no getting away. Eliminating.
Okay, there we go. Now, snare trap first.
Don't you dare run away. This is going to sting a little.
Okay. Snare trap.
Take the...
Cast first skill. Star, you find every scene sad.
This is awesome, huh?
Clear. Snare trap.
This is where it ends.
Cast it after. Whoops. Now, when you get the panzers that don't die, try and debuff them first. And then cast your skills. Manage your MP because it's going to be pretty important now. Around stage 26, the enemies have started reaching their maximum toughness. So this is where you can't just do things willy-nilly anymore. Cast. Cast. Okay, second skill. First skill. Second skill. Now you see it's taking a lot more casts to bring him down, right? Maintain your MP. You'll actually want to go for drops where possible. Notice how your plasma is also relatively low. Try to stay high where possible.
There's no getting away.
Clean it up. Clean it up.
Give up.
Second skill. Go high. Use height to your advantage at all times. Anytime you see health drops, go for them. And the Storm Warriors, try to take them out.
You can't escape. Oh, damn it.
Safe bet is INES. She doesn't really require much. But it's your choice, Snapshot.
This is going to sting a little.
Okay, clear.
Let's end this. Keep trying.
Okay, he's dead. Cast, detonate. Then, while waiting for the next cast, draw the enemy in, detonate.
This is
Okay?
awesome, huh?
Enemies are tougher now, so make sure you do that. Where possible, snare trap first. Detonate immediately, then get back into it. Stay high. Okay, not the same way that Star stays high, but stay high in the air. This will help you ensure that most enemies are defeated while you avoid their attacks. Panzers are the toughest, but they don't deal a lot of damage. Grenadiers can one-shot you, and Storm Warriors are the best of both worlds. So Storm Warriors, you want to put some distance between you and them, throw off their tracking, and try and use your second skill to really rip and tear. All right, take your time. That's the most important thing. Take your time.
No.
Don't rush. Okay? Bang.
This is where it ends.
Bangarang. I know, I'm very funny like that, Star. I was born
Begin
funny.
tracking.
Okay, clear. Shoot. Use the snare trap. Pichinos! Okay. Alright. Cross. Shoot.
Let's end this. There's no getting away.
Snare trap.
This is awesome. This is bad. This is going to hurt. Don't you dare run away.
Up. Oh yeah, sorry, forgot to debuff the boss. For some reason I was like, why is this Vulgus Panzer taking so long to die? I was like, wait a minute, that's the boss. My bad. Sorry.
This is going to
When the boss spawns,
give up.
okay, don't zone out like me.
Begin
Just actually debuff the boss first and then shoot.
There's no getting away.
Pick up the MP. Maintain the debuff. Go up high. Now, opportunity has presented itself. Use third skill.
You can't
You can kill him with just your first and second, but, you know, it's a lot slower. There we go. When you get the chance, use your third skill. There are more opportunities where you can use your third skill to get through this faster, but yeah. Works well enough, and that is stage 26 cleared. Okay, just remember, don't rush. Steven Prieto, when do you plan on releasing it? This build is the same build I've used all the time, just showing people how to use the walkthrough. The build was also discussed at the very start of the stream, so don't worry. Just give me a second. Yeah, guys. I mean, you're watching the Purge vid. It's timestamped. There's no need for a video to come out. You just watch this stream. All the timestamps are in the stream description. You can watch a walkthrough of every single section. So you're literally watching it be filmed and presented to you live. So I don't have to release it. My stream VODs are here forever. You can just watch the stream anytime, Steven. Not sure if I'm understanding your question correctly. But the build has been discussed in this video. Every single stage is walked through for you. The only thing that will be missing is stage 30 because you don't need stage 30. Stage 30 is done with Serena. And everybody should have my Serena build already. Okay. Now I will do stage 27 for you guys. So let's go through that. Stage 27 is Legion of Immortality, so you know what to do. Here you swap over to Toxic. Okay, on we go. So you want to see everything, you can just check the timestamps in the stream description. Every single stage is marked for you. Okay. What do? You've got no plasma, you gotta start this thing off, right? High. High in the air. Detonate.
Eliminating.
Go high. 1 second. 1 second. Up. Detonate. Shoot again. Cast again.
You can't
Alright.
escape.
A lot of these guys can kill you, especially in the initial stages. And if a guy is too pesky, then use your third skill. Alright, this is the perfect time to use it. Especially if you've got health drops around you. You can take the risk and detonate them that way. Alright. Now take note that enemies around this level are going to be pretty tough to kill. So you will want to be careful of that. Alright, there you go. Now, once you've got some plasma, this is where you can enjoy a little bit more. Use your plasma. I tend to use my plasma a lot around these types of guys. And I'll even use my third skill if I see an RK shield. Alright, if you see a big dude, you can use your gun, debuff, whatever. But the main thing is use your snare trap, cast from the air. As soon as you land, detonate. There's an alternative method that I've shown you guys before, but I'll show you guys again. Alright, this one, now you're going to change your skills a little bit. Okay, you see where the enemies are spawning? You use your snare trap to tag them all. You go high, you detonate in midair. Alright, this starts the cooldown on it, so you can detonate again pretty soon. Alright, so this is another way to do things. It's an alternative method, but it works well if you want to favor more detonations rather than just casting your first skill, because, like I said, you're going to need a lot of skill damage around the stage to overcome things. Alright, so take note of that. Okay, snare trap. Go look for MP drops and whatnot. If you die, it's okay. Alright? Sometimes you have to, and listen, there are explosive enemies. It will happen. Alright? Maybe don't charge into the horde like me, but I really needed the MP anyway, so I had to. But that's okay.
Eliminated.
Stay calm. Stay jumping. Go high.
You can't escape.
Alright.
Begin tracking.
Once you have plasma, throw your snare trap and your plasma is going to restore real fast. Alright, that's essentially what you want. Take advantage of your height again. And there you go. Now you see enemies in the distance? There you go. Okay, run circles around them. Try to get them close to the other enemies so that the chain lightning can bounce between the both of them. It's a lot more efficient than it bouncing off you.
There's no getting away.
Alright, so this is the only time where distance is a bit of a problem, and it can sap a lot of your MP if you have to keep juggling the balls between them. So,
Let's end
do that and take advantage of that. Now, like I said, the alternative is where you see the elites, you can dash through and use your third skill, but you have to time it well. If you time it poorly like that, you actually may not hit them as much as you want. Oh my god. Okay, sorry, pressed the wrong button. I was supposed to snare trap. And that's also the other risk. You may mispress your button and embarrassingly do something like that, which does happen. But if you want this to go faster and you're confident of yourself, use your third skill to deal with the elites faster. Alright, this is a completely valid way to do things. I do it myself. I will try and show you how to use it on the bosses as well, because it can be a pretty interesting way of getting stuff done.
Don't you
All right.
dare run away.
Now after this guy dies, start charging up. You want maximum charge. Now the boss isn't even going to flinch from this. Alright, so what you're going to do
Take this.
is you're going to debuff him. Like that. Now, this tracking attack, you can't get... You do not want to dash through during that. You have to choose the ideal moment to charge through. And unfortunately, if he hits you with one of his attacks during that time, you will die and you'll have no charge. So for this particular boss, what I actually did to beat him, and the safer method rather than using the third skill, which is risky because you have to charge it up during the exact downtime between his attacks, is to actually just do this. You can actually just go around him in a circle, and all of his attacks tend to track in a straight line. So if you kind of do this while casting your skill, not even looking at the boss, keep in mind that Ines's skills can hit without you looking at the target. You can literally blindly cast and still be dealing damage. So that's literally the better way of doing things. It's up to you which way you prefer. I know some people favor the third skill, whatever, but I find it inefficient. For this particular boss, this is literally all I do.
Keep trying.
It's a very simple methodology, but a lot of people, you know, some people find it cheap or whatever. I don't really care. I think it's important. Oh, and don't forget to debuff him, so this goes by faster. If you don't debuff him, it'll take 20% extra time. So the debuff is quite important because it reduces his resistances, therefore allowing you to deal more. It's especially important on this boss because he is already strong against your electric, whereas other bosses are not, so you can sort of get by with that. And as you can see, he's not even hitting me if you just do that. Literally, if you just run perpendicular to the guy. Oh, is it parallel? Perpendicular. I don't know, whichever one. But you run around... I gotta Google that. That'll bother me. Perpendicular meaning. Yeah, you are sort of 90 degrees because that's why I think it's perpendicular. If you're running perpendicular to him, you should be fine, more or less. Okay, we're good. Ah, Kaz is here. I'll give her a call later. All right, let's go. Stage 28 first. 2, 5, 5. Stage 28 walkthrough. Okay, we're almost to the end.
New super chat received.
Hey, Dan the man. Thank you very much. I'm glad that work's been crazy. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to call Kaz first. So I'll be right back. Everyone's good. Tell you what, while I have a little talk with Kaz, why don't I play you something for that lovely super that I think you're gonna like, all right? I've been working on a lot of stuff. Why don't you peep this? Okay, you might really dig it. Have a listen, and I'll be right back.
The game dirty as your house when you on the road,
Hey,
roll.
morning.
Thinking that you know 'em, but you
You were
don't.
up early this morning.
People you think genuine is clones. Think you don't see the light, but it shows.
I'm okay. You
Whoa.
couldn't sleep. Why couldn't
They
you
start
sleep?
treating
Too
you
much,
like you something that you not.
annoyance?
They say they want the best for you when they really plot.
Yeah,
Don't
I
want
can
you to
understand
be
that.
yourself, so
Yep.
they want you to ride.
Well,
Don't
it's
give
okay.
a fuck if you been
You know,
hot. They want
try
your
to have a
spot.
good
Woke
day
up
today.
on my
Hopefully
sleep
work
because
isn't
the
too crazy for
phone.
you.
My partner in the pen, my mama told me.
Yep, fingers crossed.
Got me wishing this a
Let me
dream,
know if
it's
I'm
the
seeing you
wrong
after,
thing.
but not so
This money
okay.
don't mean a thing to the homies. Hey, woke
Yep,
up
you
out
just
my
let me
sleep
know when,
because the
because
phone ring.
now it's mostly you
partner
that's
in the
busy.
pen, my mama
Just let me
told
know,
me.
yeah.
Got me wishing this a dream, it's the wrong
Okay,
thing.
no worries
This
on
money
that.
don't
Currently,
mean a
I'm
thing to the
teaching
homies.
people stuff in TFD.
Stuck
So
in the
finishing
streets,
that
I
up.
couldn't
Yeah, that's
leave
why I
it.
was,
Thought for the
that's
fame, we
why I didn't
still
answer for a
bleeding.
while, 'cause
I can't
was
believe it. One
busy
thing about the
just
money
teaching
is
people.
deceiving. Dare you to think you know the reason.
Yeah. Then I
One
finally
minute
checked
you
my
up, the
phone.
next you leaving.
Because
I tried to be loyal, you was greedy. It was us, then it was you.
But
You
I do
got
check it
needy.
regularly,
The things you
so
believed in, I
sometimes
was doing my best to
stages,
show you
finally
I was
check it
down
and
for
then
you.
do
The
something.
way I said I
Missed it for
would,
about half an
but I
hour.
guess it wasn't enough to show you that it could. All the things
Well,
you thought
no
you knew
worries.
was
Anyway,
misunderstood.
I just wanted to do the morning call before
Woke
I
up out
finish
my
up
sleep
with,
because the
2
phone
stages left to go, but I just want
My
to do the
partner
morning call
in the
first.
pen, my mama
You
told me.
have a good day today,
Got me
alright?
wishing this a dream, it's the wrong thing. This money
you, I
don't mean
will.
a thing to the
And I will
homies.
see you
Woke
when I
up out my
see you.
sleep because the phone ring. My partner
Okay.
in the pen, my mama
Bye.
told me. Got me wishing this a dream, it's the wrong thing. This money don't mean a thing to the homies.
There you go. That's the track I've been working on, Daniel. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for the super. And now I will carry on. Time to do the next. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Okay, next is stage 28. I know. There's that hitmaker vibes, right? Okay. Stage 28. Let's mark it down as... Let's mark it for 9:15. Okay. All right. Stage 28 walkthrough. Let's begin. Yes. After I finish my current EP, then I'm definitely gonna work on some more of these and start releasing them. So yeah, I've got a lot of material. I'm just constantly creating so much that I've got like this huge release backlog, but it's better to have a lot than to have too little. You know, I can always pick the best ones. Okay, let's go to stage 28. Wait. Cancel matchmaking. Order of truth. Almost forgot. Electric focus rounds. Phew. Don't want to go in half-cocked. Okay, stage 28 and 29 are both order of truth, so it's pretty simple and very easy to overcome. No problem. I'm glad you're excited for it. I'm gonna be doing like my emotional lo-fi / low hip hop first, and then after that it's gonna be my pure hip hop, and then I don't know, maybe back to metal after that. Lots of things I want to do, so we'll see. All right, onward we go.
Damn it. This is where it ends. Damn. Maybe I got a bit cocky. Don't you dare run away. Let's end this.
No, I might go back to pure metal with a bit of rock influence. I don't know. I'm really thinking about that. After I'm getting done with all this hip hop stuff, I think I need to get back to some real just metal and rock, you know? Sometimes I feel like we're missing those types of older songs that rock the spirit. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm still on my hip hop vibe and kick, so I'm generating tons of that.
Keep trying.
Maybe I also want to work on a little more lo-fi. There's just a lot that I want to do right now. So we'll see. Music is a big outlet. I got a lot of fuel for it, so may as well, right? Okay. So this is a tight corridor area.
This is going
Use your snare trap.
begin.
Cast your first skill. Detonate. Same principles, but now at stage 28, you want to stay moving. Okay? Stay moving at all times. If you get knocked back or stunned, that's okay. But to the best of your ability, stay moving.
There's no getting away.
Use your snare traps. Okay, detonate when you can. Go high if you need like a clear shot. But for the most part,
Trying.
these enemies can be overcome simply by moving around. Alright, make use of the boxes. And when you cast, right, don't worry about the lightning bouncing off you. You only have to worry about that if it's one-on-one and it's the last target. The lightning will actually prefer bouncing between opponents. So as long as there's clear line of sight between your opponents, INES doesn't really lose out like she did in the past. So make sure you're utilizing that and detonate with your second skill as much as possible, alright? And that one goes through walls, so don't ever worry about the range. Jump. When you're stuck in a tight area like this, cast, and then sort of like try to move left and right within reason. Where possible, shoot. Now, like with the Legion of Immortality, you can actually, if you want to, use your third skill
Get lost.
and blast them like that. You can absolutely do this because this will help you deal with some of the elites that are a bit tougher. It's not always as necessary, but you can use this. Alright, same things that you did before, you can do again.
Begin tracking.
So take note of that. Okay? Just like that. Shoot up. One target left, clear. Okay. There you go. Snare trap. Predator is all that's left. Try to move toward the side. Alright. Now if you get in too close and die, that's also okay. Remember what I said about death? Not really relevant, doesn't really matter. Now, the problem there was that I didn't spot the warden. The wardens will kill you really fast. They are no different from the grenadiers in the other rounds, but for some reason, they focused in on the wardens and actually reduced their spawns. Whereas for the other factions, the grenadiers still exist in droves. So, again, not quite sure what the ruling was behind that. But a lot of people seem to just have problems with the warden. Okay, as soon as the boss spawns, debuff, and start blasting.
You can't escape. Ugh. Huh. There's no getting away. Huh.
That.
Damn it, no.
Now, if you do run out of MP, well, tough. What you can do is run around for a bit. Funnily enough, if you stay so-called out of combat, I know it's weird, right? But if you stay out of combat like that, you just recover MP, which is hilarious. So you can use that if you really do run out. That's another technique. Okay. And then when you're ready, try and hit him with a big blast. It's still not gonna hit him for like everything you need, but
This is going to sting a little.
this is pretty much how you deal with him. And there you go. Okay, so if you stay calm, you do it calmly, you will overcome it pretty nicely. And there's that. Okay, one last one now. And that's stage 29. Stage 29 is pretty tough. Well, tough-ish. But because the opponent is Plaudia at the end, alright, the boss is actually easier than most of the stage. So, let's get ready. Since it's also Order of Truth, we don't need to change our inversion reinforcer. Let's begin right away. Okay. Here we go. Grand finale.
You can't escape. This is going to sting a little.
Hello, friend. I'm sorry I cannot pronounce your name. I know your name is written in Arabic, but obviously I cannot read that, so if you want me to address you in a particular manner, please take note you have to change your name on YouTube to an English name.
There's no getting
Otherwise,
away.
I'm just gonna have to refer to you as the Arabic dude, so I hope you don't mind. But yeah, hello.
Keep trying. There's no getting away. Don't Let's end this.
Okay. So same principles that we applied earlier, we're gonna do here. You're gonna literally see me do the exact same things, staying in the air, casting down, and using my detonation once the enemies are tagged. Try to use it on cooldown. It does take up more MP, but this is literally the best way. Alright?
My shield. Come next.
If you need to, you can shoot a little bit to debuff enemies, but the main thing is use your skills. Okay? Toss your snare trap, move on.
Eliminate. Boom.
Enemy spawning again. Toss your snare trap.
Begin tracking.
Well, if you're new to the game, you'll want to look up my playlist of all my videos and you can start studying it.
This is going
Let me
to be
finish
hard.
coaching people for this stage and I'll give you a bit of information about what you can look for.
Bastards. getting away.
Snare trap. Stay high. Cast down below. All right, remember you don't need line of sight. That's up to you, JM. I don't play her. Okay, that's done.
This is going to hurt.
Okay.
Damn it. Don't you dare run away.
Always stay high. Use your 2 jumps to your advantage. Now, remember that this boss is Plaudia. So, you can one-shot her with your 3rd skill. Even though it's stage 29, Plaudia is weak as garbage. So, Plaudia is the funnest boss, and that's why some people actually farm this particular stage. You can dodge your first 2 spread attacks, then fully charge your 3rd, and just one-shot her like that. So, if you want to destroy Plaudia, this is the best way to do it. And that's why a lot of people like to farm stage 29 with an S, because it's so easy. So there you go. That's that. And that's every single Void Erosion stage except for stage 30. Stage 30 is something that you clear with your Serena and Malevolent build. Alright, which is also already on my channel. And there you go, ladies and gents. That brings us to the end of this demonstration. I hope you guys have learned a lot. Now, for the Arabic dude, this is a playlist of all my TFD videos. I know some people think I'm kidding, but you really probably want to study every single video in there. Alright? They'll teach you the builds, all about the game. The first and most important video that you're going to need is called the Ultimate FTP Survival Guide. This is the most important video. It's in my playlist of videos. Look for that video, and that video is the one you want to start studying first. You will rely on that video until you get to hard mode. Once you get into hard mode, go and farm Ultimate Bunny. And once you have Ultimate Bunny, you can use my build on my channel for Ultimate Bunny, and the whole game becomes a lot easier. You can start farming whatever characters you want, whatever weapons you want, and just enjoy the game. Alright, so if you're new, that's what I teach people to do. Alright, for those of you that needed the Void Erosion guide, we are now completed. Alright, that's everything you need to know about Void Erosion. Once again, everything is finalized, and stage 30 is done with Serena, as you guys know. Huh. I guess these are the PAX rewards. Guys, the PAX rewards have just been distributed, so make sure you collect them all. Alright, they should be in your mailbox today. Make sure you go collect them. Now, I have some time left on stream, so I can either take open questions or whatever else you guys need. Feel free to ask away. All the timestamps, let me make sure they're all recorded. Okay, good. All done. Now, I shall relax with some Viesa and just go pop a few skulls and go grab some of my arcade tuning XP.
This is Hound Action, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
Star's here. Mystic should also be here.
Descendant, enemy troops are being transferred in large numbers. You must attack their point of origin.
Ruby is always lurking, so that's pretty normal.
Break my shield.
There are many interesting characters, but it's up to your own taste and preferences.
My shield is down. Stay where you are. Take this. Stay where you are. Take this.
Descendant, the transport has dropped a wide-ranged shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your RK, then hit the detonation device.
This is the ultimate chill. Take this.
Mystic has not responded. I wonder if she ditched us. She might have. You never know. Banana bender.
It's my turn. I'll ice you all. Stay where you are. Don't hate me later. Freeze.
11 hours of driving, man. What kind of work do you do? If you don't mind me asking. You drive 11 hours? Are you a trucker?
Kill me.
Ultimate chill.
Hello, Emily. I'm doing alright. Can't really complain too much.
This could get messy.
I cannot imagine that much driving. I am not much of a good driver.
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendant.
Okay, let's add some power and carry on. Fair enough, Daniel. Sounds like an interesting enough job. And I just hit restart, didn't I? Not supposed to do that. I want to go back and go. Doing good, Timmy. Can't really complain. Feel free to lurk while you eat. I'm heading back to town so I can go to the other area. Yep, time to restart 100%. There are strong bosses. If you optimize your build, you can kill them in seconds, but it's up to you. You can always choose to optimize your build or just go fight them and see how strong they are. Simple. Rather than asking, though, I would suggest you actually play the game first. Sometimes when you get games like this, it's better to watch, and it's better that rather than watching, you should only watch streams once you start getting stuck or once you start to seek information. Play the game first. Experience it yourself. That's the better way.
Troops are on the ground.
Because that helps shape and give you a better experience than watching a stream. So I really recommend that. So why don't you, I mean, you've already got the newbie information, so why don't you go play first, and then come back in about a week or two, because I always stream this game anyway. You know, come back in a week or two, and then if you get stuck, you can ask.
A specialized Vulgus aircraft has appeared over the operation zone.
Well, then you're welcome to watch the streamer and stare at the Mystic, but we just called for you twice, and you did not respond, so not sure if you were here or not, you know, or if you just popped in. So explain yourself for not immediately answering when I called for you. Okay, that's a completely valid reason. Fair enough. I was trying to give you a hard time, but now I feel bad, so I'm sorry about that.
One icicle coming up.
But there you go, Daniel. Mystic's here. Daniel's asking where's Mystic and Star. So I called for you twice, and I was like, did she ditch me? But turns out she was busy with her mom, which is extremely important. Alright, she's a very good girl who takes care of her mother. So that is why she was not here, and that's a valid reason.
Don't hate me.
And now I feel bad. So my apologies for disturbing you. Hello, linear function. How are you?
Stay where you are.
No, I know you're here.
Freeze.
Well, you're here now. But yeah, like I said, I'd feel bad because look, don't forget, Mystic does have to take care of her mom. So if I call and you're busy, totally valid reason. And I'd feel bad disturbing you anyway. Where are these two pieces of trash? There they are. Day's alright, can't complain.
Shall we race?
Alex, go to the official Discord and you can ask them there. Well, no filter Reese. First and foremost, my day would have been a lot better if you did not call me Asian, okay? Don't ever do that, dude.
Descendant, air support is standing by.
Would you really just walk up to somebody and call them Asian? Even if it's in their name. Call me robot like everybody else. It's just, you know, how you speak to people. Alright? Because if you call me sup Asian, that sounds very racial and you really don't want to do that. And I've dealt with enough of that today. Alright, so let's not do that again. Raphael, you catalyze the Descendant as many times as the build tells you to. So if every mod slot in a build is catalyzed, then you catalyze every single mod slot. Well, thank you for saying that nothing is more important than me and my streams. I appreciate your presence as always, Mystic, but no, I'm pretty sure you have your own life to live as well. So I believe that there will be things more important than me and my streams. Not you, linear function. It's no filter Reese that said sup Asian, so yeah. You can call me real Asian, that's fine. Just don't call me only Asian because that sounds racial. So either way, everybody calls me robot. I see no reason why anyone should be calling me Asian. Right? It might be in my name, but come on. There's real, there's Asian, there's robot. Why not real robot? Why not just robot? I mean, makes sense, right? I'm sure y'all were raised with manners. Y'all can make sensible decisions. Okay? I'm sure none of you were raised in a barn. So, in a public space, would you really address somebody by their race?
Mission complete. All
Tell me.
units proceed to transport location.
if
Great
somebody
work out there.
if somebody was black and they had the word black in their name, or they had the word African in their name, would you just go up to them and call them black or African? You wouldn't, right? You'd feel a little uncomfortable just doing that, right? So you probably address them by whatever else they put in their name. So it could be like African sharpshooter. You'd call them, hey, Sharp, what's up? Something like that, right? So come on, same thing here. You know, let's not treat people by their race. Let's treat people by their names. For Bunny, yes, I do. But if you're asking me to show you that, yeah. I would prefer not to, but okay, I tell you what, fine. A quick showcase. Just make sure that you've registered me as your creator, alright? Okay. Her school outfit is this one. Okay, that's what it looks like. That is it, back and front. But although I'm wearing the school outfits temporarily because somebody paid for them for me, I will prefer not to show them because they are a little bit uncomfortable for the average person. Thank you, Mystic, for always putting up my links. I appreciate you. Now, back to what I was doing. No, everybody, before you purchase anything for the game, you should always register your creator. And as an official creator, it helps me get commissions. So just hit the link, register, and just do so every month. It's a great way of showing that you support your streamer. And realistically speaking, if you're not supporting your streamer, then, you know, in general, I'd have to ask the question, why are you even at my stream? You get what I mean? So in general, everybody that's at my stream usually becomes a supporter by hitting it. When do I turn off the broadcast? Because it's free and, like I said, it just helps out your streamer. So if you haven't already, please just hit my link, the supporter link, which I put up. If you missed it, here it is again. Everybody should just register as a supporter. If you don't register as a supporter, then, you know, like I said, why would anyone be at my stream but not register as a supporter? It makes no sense, right? If you're watching my stream, become a supporter. It's free. Do it. And it's a great way of showing your streamer that you actually care about them. I turn off my broadcast in about 20 minutes. Everything you can buy with real money is in the shop. Just make sure you also register me as your creator, Arabic dude. But you can buy everything here. You cannot buy like weapons, modules, things like that. You can buy Descendants and the stuff to upgrade them if you want to, but everything is farmable. The only thing you cannot farm in the game are skins. So most people just buy skins, unless you've got a lot of money and you just want to spend a lot of money. And if you've got a lot of money to spend, then don't forget to super chat your streamer as well, okay? Or send me a big tip. Thank you. But other than that, everything is in the shop. You can just buy whatever you want. Do I deserve it? You decide that for yourself, but I mean, I'll just be really honest with you. If you think I don't deserve it, then you can leave my stream right now. But considering how many of your questions I've already answered and how much I've spoken to you, I'm pretty sure you can see that as long as you treat me with respect, I'm a pretty good and useful streamer. Your choice though, but I will tell you right now, if you're not going to support, then you are welcome to go and never return and come back when you've experimented with other streamers, and you'll soon find why everybody comes back here and why everybody chooses to support me. Your choice though at the end of the day. I don't beat around the bush, and I'm just gonna be honest with people. So you ask me, do I deserve it? Of course, I'm the best. I'm the greatest. But it's your choice whether you see that or not. No problem, Emily. I'm here to help. Like I said, I am the best for a reason. No! Off the map I go.
I'll ice you all.
That silly ship is the only thing where Viessa loses out to like every other Descendant. Because her biggest damaging skill is ground base. Her only projectile is so weak.
Take this. Take this. Freeze.
Sorry, replying to something important first. That message takes priority over my life in TFD.
Take this. Freeze. This could get messy. Take this.
Yeah, stage 29 is finished, Bear. All done. So now I'm just chilling, doing a little bit of Viessa before I head off for lunch later. Anyway, it's good to see some beginners enjoying my content, Emily. So feel free to tune into streams more often, even when I'm not streaming the game. We're a very relaxed and welcoming community. Yes, we did. Got it all done, so now people have no excuses. They can just refer to the stream in question and get all the information they need.
Danger close.
Don't hate me later.
So now nobody has to ask me, Robot, how do you do Void Erosion Purge? I'm like, there you go.
Stay where you are.
No problem, KJ.
Take this.
That's why I encourage people to tune in even when it's not the game they're interested in. Because I bring great content across the board for multiple games. Nice.
One icicle.
First looter shooter in 12 years? Fair enough. Well, hope you enjoy your time here. Right now, everyone's just waiting for Season 3 because, I'll be real with you, there's nothing to do in Season 2. Episode 2, they practically abandoned this season, which is their prerogative, I guess, but eh. Supercuts? No. I think it's much more important that they see the full walkthrough.
Stay where you are.
Because, what's the use of, like, cutting out a small section of it and then showing a newbie that when they're not gonna understand? So I don't like to teach it that way. I know I've seen a lot of tutorial videos. They're always like 9-10 minutes. They'll show you some cuts of you doing some damage here and there, but I always look at those videos and I ask myself, is that irrelevant? And those videos, I'll just skip through to the information and just screenshot the information and go. Like, because you're not showing me gameplay, you're not showing me like actual information. No. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tell people, here's the link to the stream. What you can do is if you need it, you go to this stream and everything is timestamped and they can watch each run as needed. I'm glad you're hooked and enjoying yourself, KJ. Huh. I was watching a movie, playing the game, cooking breakfast, and took a nap. That's... I think you mixed up my day and yours, Mystic. That's more of a mystical day than mine. My day is more like, I'll wake up, work, get a video out, cook music in the studio, you know, bump that stuff.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm
It was me playing the game, really? Wow, I didn't know I was able to do all those things without me knowing. God, I've got so many more superpowers than I ever thought. Yo. That's pretty cool.
My shield is down.
I'm gonna have to sign up. I'm gonna have to sign up for the Avengers at this rate. You know, I could play a game while watching a movie, cooking breakfast, and having a nap. Damn.
Take this.
Now that's an Avengers level achievement right there.
You can't escape. Watch carefully. Take this.
I am very detailed.
Freeze.
And I'm aware our community has zero patience, but the ones that have zero patience, they'll quit anyway. The ones that can actually sit through school, the robot school, they'll probably stick around. And besides, I'm the type of person that curates my audience. I have no need for the zero attention span Zoomers. They can all go, forgive me for saying this, but they can all go directly to heck. I prefer to focus on people that actually watch the content, understand the content, and therefore they understand me. You know, they're much more likely to stick around even when I'm playing other games or doing other things. If I could be an Avenger, which one? Oh, that's easy. Captain America.
Descendant. The transport has dropped a wide-range shaking
Cap
charge
is
on
and
the ground.
always will be my
We
favorite.
need it to purify the void energy.
I mean, he's the
Prime
team
the
leader.
detonator with your arcade
Thor might
and
be the
hit detonation
strongest.
device.
You know, Hulk is awesome. Iron Man, he's got a lot of money. That's pretty cool.
Take this.
But it's always gonna boil down to Cap. That, and I also really love the fact that he's a super soldier. God, what I wouldn't give to be a super soldier. I mean, that stamina would be awesome.
You can't escape.
Well, I mean, I don't mind you being Black Widow, you know, but I mean, as per the Black Widow movie, you know, your little sister is gonna tell you in the cute Russian accent, why is it that you always why do you do that pose when you land? You know, every time you do that pose, you know, is it, you know, with the hair flip, you know, when you land on the end of the, you're such a poser. I will always remember that line from the Black Widow movie. It was
Take
great.
this.
Plus, if you were Black Widow, I have a distinct feeling that people are gonna ship us even more than they already do, Mystic. Cap and Black Widow is like so gonna get shipped all over the place because of the Avengers movies. Will I do a build on Luna? I will think about it. I don't know, maybe I see how many people want me to do Luna, maybe if they pay me enough. I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows?
I am the original.
Take this.
I will start looking into it, I tell you. Okay? I will look into it. Just for you people, I will look into it and I will actually start doing build for Luna. Just for all of you. Because you ask, I do.
Stay where you are.
My lips are a little dry.
Oh my.
I'm sure you'd like to Hulk out,
All
Bear.
units proceed to transport
Her
location.
ultimate frame looks
Great
good,
work out
but
there.
it seems to me that they've pivoted again. You know? They know that the ladies sell, so the next season is a refocus on the ladies. Like I said, they need to pick a direction. If they want to go the Gooner path, then just go. I'm okay with it. But they got to stop this flip-flop. You know? They tried a male season. I think it didn't work out well for them, which is why next season, we're getting Nell and a near collab for the ladies, nothing for the guys, and Ultimate Luna, and her entire outfit looks, well... Those of you who've seen Lune, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, and you know why she's the most popular, yeah. So I hope they understand the direction that they want to go in. But well, I guess it works out well for me because all the ladies are probably going to get tired of every streamer looking up the skirts of the ladies, so they can come to my stream instead and hang out in a safe community. Better, right? That should work out. Still, I hope they know what they're doing. As long as they pick a direction, I will accompany them on that direction. But they had better pick it well. It will be interesting to see Nell in the field, I think, Mystical One. Okay, let's go.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
One iceberg coming up.
Specialized Vulgus aircraft detected. That aircraft is used to fly through void storms. It must be shot down.
My shield is down. Stay where you are.
Well, Star, it makes sense that you would like Iron Man because you are an alcoholic after all, so there you go. Well, Mystic, I'm sure you'll play regardless. Always looking forward to the day that we play together so you can level my Luna for me, alright? I'll just sit and then you can level her for me, okay?
Take this.
Thank you.
Stay where you are. How dare they break my shield? Take this.
I will on Luna. I've never leveled her. So until she can stand on her own 2 feet, you know, it's easier to have somebody level you. Well, damn, Star. I'm sorry to hear that. Is anyone else experiencing stream problems, or is it just a Star thing? If there are stream problems, feel free to let me know. I don't think there are, but yeah, I've got no drop frame, so I should be fine on my end. Slower than Serena, so stage 30 is for farming.
Take this.
I mean, why would I want to farm slower, you know what I'm saying? It's just a star thing? Fair enough. Noted. I like to be sure, just in case. Don't worry. I will figure her out my way, Mystic. So, no sweat on that. All I really need is just somebody to level me. But no worries. Look, you take your time. Eventually, someday, when you're ready, you can join me.
Tactical transport en route to the Descendant's position. Close air support available.
Noted. Thank you, Profiler.
Danger close.
It's my turn.
But yeah, sorry for your internet troubles then, Starro. I hate internet troubles the most.
Stay where you are.
Oh yeah, I know. But I still hold on to hope, Mystic. You never know. Oh, all you have to do is bring your bunny and just get me through the defense mission. So I will just sit in the back and do nothing, and you just run your bunny around, or your Freyna, whichever one you want, and then you just kill everything for me. Other movement tricks? Nope. Only movement trick that I have is extremely seductive pelvic movements. Worked on ladies about 10 years ago. Now it doesn't really work that way anymore. And honestly, Mystic, I'm just being very lazy. I don't want to level her the hard way, and I don't feel like going into public runs. So I'd probably be like, Mystic, can you just like play Freyna, and then you play Freyna, and I just don't have to do anything. I can literally just sit there and do nothing.
My shield is down.
And then Mystic can just like kill the entire defense mission for me. And I'll just be like, yep,
Operation completed.
I don't have to do anything.
Awaiting
Alright?
transfer to transport position.
Also,
Descendant.
honestly, it's a great excuse to get you to finally play with me. So, you know, it's like, what do they say? Shooting my shot, you know, fingers crossed and all that. Yeah, works well. Exactly, linear function. Why do you think I suggested it? That way, zero effort required. But anyway, sorry, Emmy. No other movement tricks. There's just that one. I mean, if you guys discover another movement trick that, you can tell me.
This is Hound Actual to all
Well,
personnel.
I'm happy to hear that you will,
Void storm is
Mystic.
intensifying.
Whenever you're ready.
Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
This is the ultimate chill.
Yep, we all pray for Freynas.
My shield is down.
A specialized Vulgus aircraft has appeared over the operation zone. Blasted out of the sky.
Loading.
Aw, how did you know how I prefer it, huh? Just the way I like it, Mystic. What a lovely lady you are.
Freeze.
But yeah, sure. I'll keep my eyes closed and let you do all the work, no problem. If you hear snoring, I'm sorry, I took a nap.
Take this.
Yes, that is the clairvoyance. It's Viesa's technical exclusive weapon.
Freeze.
Works best on her. Mostly because it's the only one that can chain to her actual abilities.
Take this.
Why you? You're the one that brought it up. Now you said it. No take backsies.
Take this.
No problem, Bear. You work away. You said it, so you can't take it back. Now you just gotta accept it, that that's the way it's gotta be. Alright, thank you for understanding how I like it. I'll be counting on you in future. Me rude. I'm being very polite, you know? Who knows, you know, you ever hear that nursery rhyme? How's it go? It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring, you know? In that tale, I am the old man, so I might be snoring. How stable is my controller? I do not use a controller. I use a mouse and a keyboard.
Descendant, air support is standing by. On your signal, we'll initiate suppressing fire.
Also, why'd you ask how stable is my controller?
Take this.
You gonna be using the controller for something?
Freeze.
Yeah, I'm an M&K kind of guy. You know, and I don't mean Mortal Kombat.
Freeze. Take this. Take this.
Okay.
This could get messy. Stay where you are.
Why would you want to throw my controller? Why you want to damage my property? What did that do to you?
One eye
Is this all because I said I'd be snoring? I mean, what do you expect me to say, Mystic? You can't expect me to say I'll be doing something else. Clean stream policy, okay? Snoring's the best I can do.
Take this.
Nah. Yeah. I understand now, Mystic. I understand it now. Mystic want me to do some property damage, all right?
Hound actual to HQ.
My brother, he told me keep getting properties, but I just keep buying Glockies. And when I'm a star, I'll be drinking wacky. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. The hell is this shit? One second, guys. Is this... Some random people are trying to add me on Discord. Why are they trying to add me on Discord? Who dares add me on Discord? If it's anybody that I know, send me a message request first. Oh, this person was already marked as spam. Fair enough. This person was also marked as spam. Oh, Discord is actually pretty useful. If you
New subscriber detected.
let me just do that real quick. What the hell? Randos be adding me. Yep, clean stream policy. Always gotta have them clean streams. So I don't say anything else. Gotta keep my mouth zipped tight. Okay, do I have time for one more? No, it's actually time to end. Yay. Okay, I can finish my stream here. All right, ladies and gents, we are done. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that you guys have, you know, understood what you need to understand about Void Erosion Purge. Now tonight is where we'll talk about the PAX live stream. And I'll count on you guys to tell me all about it. All right? Tell me everything about season 3 that you learned from the PAX live stream. All right? I want to hear everything from you guys tonight. I'm looking forward to it. All right? So thank you all very much. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Also, let me make myself bigger for no reason. I'm going to keep increasing the size of me on the screen, like bit by bit, until I get too big, until I just take up the entire screen. Well, it's okay, Mystic. If my stream was too boring for you and, you know, it made you snooze, then it's fine. If it's criticism coming from you, I will always accept it. In the future is just you? What? Alright. In the future, yes, the stream is just me. Yes, Sir Tommy. I'm gonna keep making myself bigger every single time. Like by 1 pixel every single stream until I just take up the whole screen. And I'll see which gives me the best possible viewership. Alright. Thank you. I'll see you guys later. I know you don't mean it, Mystic. Obviously. If I thought you was serious, I'd be sad. But I know you're not.